Welcome to Kranky Live Sports Talk, where passion meets action.
Hey sports fans, I am Kranky, and this is the Kranky Live Sports Talk, the podcast where we dive deep into the hottest topics, the biggest games, and the most controversial moments in sports.
Whether it's football, basketball, track and field, cricket, or soccer, we've got you covered with expert analysis, insider interviews, and unfiltered opinions.
Join me as I chat with the biggest names in sports, get exclusive insights and stories you won't hear anywhere else.
Kranky Live Sports Talk is where you can hear the real talk, the hard-hitting questions, and the hottest takes.
So, if you're a true sports fanatic, you don't want to miss out? Subscribe now to the Kranky Live Sports Talk on YouTube and hit that bell icon to never miss an episode.
Kranky Live Sports Talk, where sports come alive. Subscribe today.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. And I love this. I have more likes than people in the chat. It's game time. It's game time. It's game time. It's game time. We just finished. At least I'm looking at my screen at the Venezuela Ecuador game, which is an interesting game. I watched some of the game, not all of it, and I'm looking at my screen here and see a very happy Venezuelan team. They're clapping and patting each other. So that's interesting, actually. Ecuador had a rough evening, having their main man sent off. But that happens in football. We hate to see that, actually, because you want to see 11 against 11. But having seen these teams in my zone, I can't say I'm overly scared or perturbed about the level of competition. We'll see how that materializes over time. But Venezuela won the game. Ecuador scored first, but couldn't hold on to it. Being a man down, playing at disadvantage is tough. But Venezuela has 3 points, which sort of upset the entirety of this now, because obviously Ecuador is going to have more incentive to remediate this situation and try to win the game. The remaining games against us and Mexico. So that's not a good look. We expected Ecuador to come out of the group, and they're going to be doing their darnest to do so. So that is not good. But thanks for joining me. This is if you not aware of this, is the pregame show. I'm going to put my hat on, actually. Give me a second. It's the pregame show for the, I'm sure I'll take this hat off when it gets too hot in here, for the Jamaica versus Mexico match. I did see something that suggests that the team sheet is out, and we always seem to get the team sheet posted, but it hasn't been posted yet. I'm sure the JFF may have done so. I get an email with this thing, and it should have dropped already. Hasn't dropped yet, so maybe I need to go to the JFF website, because I'm a little bit surprised. I did get a list, but I'm not sure if that list is accurate. So I want to make sure I confirm it from the source of such information, Simon, but I don't see him send that information out yet. But if you just came in, hit the like button as you come in. You know the way we operate. You come in, you hit the like button, we settle down. You hail me up in the chat. I hail you up in the chat, because we're one big family, and we have a dialogue. And let me know what you think about today's game, what your predictions are, what your expectations are. Also, what's very, very important is the team, the formation, who will be playing. I'm sure there's going to be at least one surprise, but I would be surprised if we changed the back five that played in the Nations League, except for maybe Pinnock. Pinnock will definitely start. I think it'd be criminal of the coach not to start Pinnock, regardless of who played before. But my expectation would be that, bless up Ika Reeks, thanks for joining. My expectation would be that at least, apart from maybe Hector, get replaced by Pinnock. Hector sort of struggled in the two. I don't think he played well in the World Cup qualifying game, even though he was brilliant, frankly, in the Nations League game. I would expect at least a couple of I heard this out, Logic, and I think I have it, and I have it on my board here, but I want to see from the official source before I post it. I don't like to post things unless I get the confirmation. Simon normally drop it in a chat that we have, and I haven't seen it. So maybe I need to go to the JFF website just to confirm this. So maybe I'll do that. But CONCACAF website. But I did get it, but I wasn't 100% sure of the source. So normally we get in a chat here, and I haven't seen it pop up. So should be interesting. Let me just look this up. I'm on the CONCACAF website. Seen a bunch of information here. Not seeing the team. If you have it posted in the chat, because I did get it from some. Okay, I see Simon just dropped something. So let me just confirm it's what it is before I post it. And I'll bring it up. Let me just see if I'm sure on this. Gray, Antonio Palmer, Reed, Lati Lamb. Yep, it was the right one. So I'll post it. So this is the lineup, and I'm using a different. I've changed out my squad builder, so hopefully this is as good. This is what I think it should be, because he plays two up top, right? And my squad builder should also have reserves. So you see my reserves in the back there, a little bit better than the one I had before. But as you can see, he's starting with the two trees, or as I call them, the Titanics. And then he has Gray, Bobby Reed out wide. If he's playing two up top, then obviously Gray and Reed are more midfielders than wingers, but they'll be out wide. That's interesting. And then we have back five with Greg Lee and Lambert Keys are overlapping. Yeah, we our new number 7. You mean the 6? I think the 6 is Palmer. If you think, I don't even see a 6 here. I don't see any 6. Maybe someone can tell me who the 6 is. I don't see a 6. Now, when you play a back 5, it's a little bit different construct, right? So it's a little bit different way in terms of how this is set up. But the way this is how I put it up there. So it may be. Let's see how they actually set up on the field. But this is my interpretation, given the team he picked. Now, one could say he could play a 4, and Lati goes in the middle, and then he can play a 4-4-2 versus a 5-3-2. But that's the way I have it. Could be a 4-4-2. So I could do this. I would think he's going to play what we play in the U.S. But you're right. It could be a 4-4-2. So if it's a 4-4-2, I got to switch Lati. I got to put, let me just switch this around. If it's a 4-4-2, it could be a 4-4-2. So Gray would be out wide. It would be here. Lati and Palmer would probably switch. That would be the team, actually. So if it's 4-4-2, that would be the team. Oh, you say Gray is wearing 7. Yeah, Gray is wearing 7. That is correct. Well, I mean, this is not, Jamaica doesn't have special numbers for people, in any way, shape, or form, because you never know who's going to be in the squad. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a good team. Is it the best team? I don't know, but I think I would have probably picked K. Roy instead of Lati if he's playing 4-4-2. If he's playing the 5 at the back, then I think Lati was brilliant against the U.S. and against Panama. So I could see him playing on the left and Greg Lee being the wing back. But let's see what the formation entails. We know it's 2 up top. We have two trees up top, actually. So we know it's 2 up top. The question is it 4-4-2 or is it 5-3-2? If it's 5-3-2, because I don't see either Palmer or Lati as CDMs, frankly. You can say we're not playing with a 6, we're playing with 2 8s. I don't know. Come on, people, hit the like button. 57 and 27. Those numbers don't match, people. 57 watching, 27 in the likes. Those numbers are way off. Way off. Those numbers need to change. Come on, just press that. Use this index finger. Use this finger. Use this finger and just press and close your eyes. Since you're struggling to press, just press and close your eyes. And I have 2 screens in front of me. I have one on delay. So hopefully I can get replays and without the television station giving me the replays. Trying to make sure I'm prepared here to really have a good dialogue today. First of all, I appreciate you being here. Bless up Gunner's Boss. Bless up Logic, Toki, Fresh God, as usual. And Fresh, thanks for for doing all that you do. E. Courage, Drew Ross, Javian Dan, Mr. United, Rayan. Thank all of you for being here. And make sure we participate in talking about the game, giving a perspective. What's your view on the team? We ain't playing no 3-4-2-1 Logic. A two truck we have up top. We are talking about 3-4-2-1. Nobody fool you about we are playing Nicholson at 10, Antonio at 9. No, 9 and 10. Sorry. Two of them have center forward. They don't play any other way. They ain't playing no 9.5. They ain't playing no 10. They're 2 10s. I mean, they're 2 9s, not 10s. People may say Kranky you're wrong, but that's how I view it. I don't see none of them have 10 capability. 10 got to be able to split the defense with a pass, hold the ball up, play on the slant. Them 2 forward, yeah. Me talk about them 2 forward in the play so. Sorry, not say them play. Them play different. So I'm not really say that. Two trees, 2 Titanics, nothing in a 10. My philosophy is in terms of this team going forward, which I think would be most effective, is if Gray played the 10. I'm telling you. You see that pass that Gray made to a Maribel? Who do we play? That we scored that goal. I'm trying to remember the game. That's what 10s do. They can spot a pass, tight space, right pace of the pass. That's how I view it. I don't see no teams coming out Gunners Boss. Where are you watching it on? I'm on Fox. By the way, people, let me look at the different channels that are carrying the game and maybe give you what that entails. The game is 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 8 o'clock Jamaica time, 1 o'clock UK time, 6 o'clock California time, etc., etc. Chicago is 1 hour after New York. So, and by the way, people, let me just say this. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I was thinking I would get my 1,000 subscribers by end of day today, but that ain't happening. But having said that, I do appreciate those who have subscribed. And if you haven't done so, please do so. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff that you hear all the time from people when they're on YouTube. So I am trying to find the game and then all the channels that are bringing the game. So I'm putting that up. They showed me yesterday. Mexico, Jamaica. So I'm just going to make the major location. So I'm seeing Barbados. I'm seeing British Virgin Islands. C Sport seems to be carrying a number of space. I know CVM was carrying these games in Jamaica. So I'll see if it's CVM still in Jamaica here. Other channels are bringing it. Jamaica is CVM and C Sport TV, both bringing the games. In the US, it's Fox Sports 1. I know some of the viewers here are from Canada. In Canada, it's TSN seems to bring all these games. And it's 3 TSN channels. So TSN Plus, TSN 4, TSN 5, and then something called RDS app. If you're traveling, I need to view it on the app. So there are a number of different. This game is being showed in a ton of countries, frankly, because it's COPA America. If you're in Ghana, if you're in Grenada, if you're in Guinea, if you're in Honduras, if you're in Ireland, all these countries are bringing the game. In the US, it's Fox Sports 1. I think TUDN 2. There are a number of different locales. Gunner's Boss in New York, in US. Fubo TV, TUDN TV, and Fox Sports 1 all bringing the game. And I'm sure these games, I didn't see them on Telemundo, which normally bring these. All the Copa games normally come to the Spanish channel. So I'll look that up at some point. But this is the team, people. Let me know your view on the team. I see all these Fox Sports 1. Look like half out on the US because up here, Fox Sports 1. I don't see nobody talk about CVM Jamaica or C Sport TV Jamaica. Up here, Fox 1, I say so. Enough on left the island there, would we? But anyway, let me know your thoughts on the team, people. Do you think this team can do the job? Do you think we will win? Maybe you can mention in 2 seconds your views on the Ecuador, if you watch it, the Ecuador-Venezuela game. There was a red card in the game. Was it a red card? But how do you like this team? I don't think it's our best team, frankly, but I think it's a good team. Why do I say that? So I don't see Lati. Palmer has not played well for us. Lati's not a midfielder. But at least defensively will be well set. I think I love our defense. This defense has played well. Even excluding Pinnock, when we put Hector in, Hector's played well. So they're happy that Gray is in the 11. I feel optimistic. Yeah. That's interesting, actually. So here's my thing, Javado. Is it Gray would there be anyone else here who would give you that same optimism? Or is it just Gray you're thinking about? And Gray has played brilliantly for us, actually. So Gunner's boss said, I don't believe. I'm hoping for a win. Gunner's boss, we play K and H football, right? So hope is aligned with that. So it may all come together. Javado said no, just great. Come on, Javado, man. I gotta get people here. You don't feel good that Pinnock's in the team who won't give up goal. You don't feel good that Antonio is here. So people, I've gotten a lot of beat. We have some fun before the game, right? We go to the pregame. There's not a lot of pregame stuff to talk about. Here's why. Because I don't really know the Mexican team that great, to be honest. I know they have a decent team. I know people like Alvarez would play. And we've played them so many times. Our record is not brilliant against them. Then the last 14 times we played, it's like they win 8, we win 2 and 4 draw, something of that nature. But here's the view, though. Are you optimistic or pessimistic about this game? And tell me why. And by the way, people, you can also call in, but you only allocated 5 minutes if you call in, right? The line is open. You can call in, but 5 minutes because we want to keep the lines open. We want to have the dialogue, give other people a chance to contribute to the conversation. If you're calling in, people are 40, I don't know the like button now, 82. I chat pure Patois. So if you don't speak the Jamaican dialect, people call it Patois, but Patois are French. If you don't speak it, I'm sorry, forget the translation. I know if Google have it. I'm not talking enough Patois tonight. People, the like button star. I saw no one talk. I mean, I know one I do. 40 and 80 in a match. 80 at twice 40. It should be more likes than people in the chat because people come and go. It's a revolving door. So people, hit the like button. I'm not too stingy star. And me say no like free stuff. I don't like, hey, the subscribe and the like free. No, hit the like button, man. Not too cheap. It's a good team. I'm not a fan of the 2 Titanics up top. Play one. I don't care which one you play. I do not care which one you play. Seriously. So Javado saying, no, man, I mean going forward, I think defense would be good, but Gray plays. Yes, I agree with you, Javado. Gray does play a critical role. Look, he's been brilliant for us, actually. He's not just been good. He's been brilliant for us, which says a lot, actually, because as he came in, he's done well. And that's difficult to do when you go to a new league in any jurisdiction. And coming from Saudi Arabia, obviously we know he was at Everton for a while. He was in Germany. He was at Leicester. He was at Birmingham. He's been around. He hasn't been able to stick. But I think he has done exceptionally well for us. Didn't necessarily play well in the One Nations League game he played because, he missed the first game against the U.S. because of that yellow cards he got in the Canada game. But I think he has been really, really good for us. Bobby Reid has been a steady servant for the national team. Has played well. Not spectacular, but has played well. My views on Antonio that, he's not scoring goals, and that's a problem for me. My center forward needs to score goals, but maybe he's not the center forward. Maybe he's the 10. So maybe I have it confused, even though in the Gold Cup he did play the 9, and even though people give him credit for holding the ball up, running into space, getting assists, he still didn't score one decade goal. Let me say Jamaica. All time staying one decade goal. Yes, Dixon and Cephas. Really saying Dixon and Cephas good bench. Was going to see low in the starting lineup. I like Dixon and I like Cephas. I'll say that. I think these two, I'm gonna call them kids because I'm much more senior than they are. I think though they will come good eventually. And I think Cephas has speed which you can't teach. And I know people saying, well, you can be fast and foolish, and that's life in general. But I think he'll get it at some point, right? He'll get it, and he'll do well. So I'm pretty confident that both Dixon and Cephas will do really well. No doubt in my mind, actually. Zero doubt that those two will do well. But let me know about your views on the team. Javado says, I think Antonio holds the ball up well enough to play, but we still need goal scorers. Yeah, look, I love a player who can hold the ball up. I love a player who can run the channel. You hear people complaining about Harry Kane's performance in the Euros because he's not, he's being very stagnant. He's static, not moving. And if they want to press, he can't press because he doesn't have the legs to press with the speed and or the stamina. So it's a good thing that we have a forward who's mobile. But if you're a center forward and you're not even getting chances, it's one thing to say you miss chances because everybody missed chances. We saw Messi miss a couple sitters against Canada. We saw Griezmann miss sitters for when France played the other day. So everybody missed chances. The question is, do you get in position to even get the chance? And how, if you get 4 or 5, do you take 1 or 2 or whatever? So my expectation is that people can call in. No. You know what? I don't call him and I'll put up the number. So nobody can have no excuse not calling. But if you call in, it's only a 5 minutes thing. All right? We're not on talk long. I'm not sure why my banner is not running. Should be running. Anyway, the number is 347-728-8625. You want to call in? Any caller is limited to 5 minutes. As you know, the game starts in 49 minutes or 39 minutes. And Ricketts taking advantage of this opportunity to call. Mr. Ricketts, good evening. How are you doing?
How about you?
I'm doing well. And you guys let me know if you can hear Ricketts on the phone. Let me know if you guys can hear. I've set it up, so it should be working. So how are you doing? Good night. What do you say?
Good night. Not bad. Well, I saw the team, and first thing come to mind, one time, long time, without a doubt, Damian Lowe would start. Now what we see happening, you have competition for places, especially defensively. And this is a good team. It's a good team. Good bench to have. This is a very good bench. I have replacements, and I expect I wouldn't say a good game, but I'm expecting a positive result. What I mean, yeah, but it's a good team. Not a fan of the 4-4-2.
So you think it's 4-4-2 and not 5-3-2? You think it's 4-4-2?
Yeah, because who would play the 6? Are we playing without a 6?
We don't have a 6 in this team apart from K-Roy. That's my view anyway. Yeah. So anybody can play in there.
But if I realize the last 2 games, Bobby was playing kind of deep.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think because they play 2 up top, the wingers are expected to do work, but Gray doesn't do that work. So you're going to see we're going to end up with 3 people up front more often because Gray, it's not great. That's why Gray struggled at Everton. That's why, they moved him on and they made Dwight McNeil replace him because it's not what he does. It's not what he does. The teams are on the field, by the way, people. Sorry, go ahead, Ricketts. The teams are on the field, I should say.
Yeah, so that's a good lineup.
Right.
Is it our best team? Maybe not, but it's a good lineup. And I realize a trend with Coach Halgrimson. I think he tries something new, like for example, Bobby Reed. He tried that 2 games ago. Played him deep. I realized kind of playing like a Ravel, pick up the ball from the defense. I realized. He play overlapping with the wing back. So if it is a 5 in the back, I expect Bobby Reed to come deep, but to do the defensive work, who's going to do that? Not Palmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. Wishing the guys all the best.
Yeah, we have all talked about the midfield, right? So yeah, we've all talked about the midfield. Not a lot more to say about the midfield. It needs work. But I'm glad to see if Lowe is playing, he's a defender, he's not a midfielder. So I'm glad to see we made that change.
Yeah. I'm glad to see that. What I'm not a fan about as well, Antonio and Nicholson starting together. That's chaos. For me, that's weird.
The coach is convinced by those 2 up top for some reason. It's a 90. Look, there are a few teams that play 2 up top, right? Off the top of my head, I would say Inter. I would say Serbia. I can't think of a lot of teams that plays 2 up top. There are a few, but then you got to have midfielders who have. I mean, you got to really play a 4 across if you're going to do that. A true 4 across, not a hybrid 4 across. because Gray's not a midfielder. He's going to be up top. He's not going to run back all the time. He'll
No.
do it, but it's not. He doesn't do it with that same level of consistency that Bobby Reed does, right? So it's going to be interesting. When I look at, so they're having on the screen, they're showing me I'm not sure. It's a 3-4-2-1. It looks like.
The match I started?
No. They're just showing you formation. The announcers. I'm looking at two screen actually. The announcers, they're just going through the team, and I can't hear them obviously because I got to turn the volume down. But they're just going through the team actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Now the game hasn't started yet. The game starts at 9.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're on the West Coast, it's 6 o'clock.
So that's 8 o'clock Jamaica.
8 o'clock Jamaica time, yes. 8 p.m. Jamaica time. And it's on CVM, by the way, and C Sports TV in Jamaica. All right. Can you guys hear me now? I have no idea what happened. I don't suppose to have. I pay my internet bill. Can you guys hear me now? Sorry about that, guys. Can you hear me? This thing just messed up massively. Yeah. I apologize, guys, but somehow I had some outage here. It's not a power outage. Something happened to my system. Everything clicked out. But I'm back. This is ridiculous. And, I had this all set up. I spent time putting this together. But anyway, I apologize, people. I'm back. And I'm sure a lot of people may have vamoose because they want to go someplace they can interact with the host. But I'm sorry about that. But I'm back, and I'm good to go. So, hey, Ricketts, you can call back. Someone called earlier. Let me try to call them back. Actually, I have no idea what happened. Let me try to call back the person who just called. I can find the number. The number is not here. All right. So what are we? We have 30 minutes before game time. I'm seeing the team warm up, playing the normal man in the middle stuff. So let me know about the team, people. Let's talk about the team. Let's tell me if you like the team. Is the team what you want it to be? Are there players you think should be in the team that's not in the team? Obviously, we have the squad here. You can see the people on the bench. Um, GMG Andre Gray? I have no idea. Look, I think what is happening, as we have seen actually, we're seeing players drop out and players come into the squad slowly but surely. And Andre Gray is getting up there in age a little bit. I know he was playing in different places. He's not the same level he was before. Good servant for the country, played well. But I think for him, his time has come and passed, I think, actually. I think he was slowing up. The Andre Gray I knew at Watford was not the Andre Gray we got that came to COPA, not COPA, to Gold Cup in 2021, I think it was, when we were in Orlando. It's not the same man. It's not the same person. He slowed down significantly. So I would think that the coach decided that, you know what, Boza, Antonio, and to a lesser extent, Dixon give him what he wants up front. And Gray can only play center forward. He doesn't have the speed anymore. When he used to play with Troy Deeney at Watford, he was come off the bench. He was quick. He was dangerous. I think he is slowed significantly, and father time has caught up with him. So, but big up Ika Reeds, big up Mighty Machines, Ty. I apologize, guys. I was trying to set up the contraption here to ensure that the new location I have, I would have be cooled down so I wasn't be hot like the other day, and it got hooked up to a mobile AC system, and it fell and it unplugged everything and see someone scrambling. But luckily I'm back up, so you can't kill a good thing, right? You keep going. So I apologize for that. Bless up my friend mindset. How you doing, mindset? The man who doesn't, hey people, mindset, no BT no mindset. The man who doesn't believe that Jamaicans love freeness. Mindset, you're the only Jamaican I may ever meet who no love freeness. Because me love freeness. All right? And freeness is not about can I afford something or not. Freeness is like, you know what? And freeness doesn't mean you don't pay anything. It means you give me a price, I'm gonna negotiate if you allow negotiation. It also means if I'm going to go to a game and it's $10, I'm asking, can I play 5? Can I pay 4? Why do I have to pay 10? Because I want to feel like I'm getting a benefit. So, but the mindset, we'll have further conversation on that because I'm gonna convince you that you love freeness. You just don't want to admit it. But it's not free doesn't mean you don't pay anything. It could be that case, but it also means you want a lesser price than what is being agreed upon, or what it's supposed to be that someone wants to charge you transactionally. So people, let me talk about the team. I like the team, but I don't like the formation. What I mean, so if I'm going to play the team, I'm not playing 2 center forward. So I like the other 8 players, even though I think I would have changed out Lati for K-Roy, and I would have changed out Bozer or Antonio for somebody else, anybody else. And that may sound strange, but maybe another midfielder, right? But I think Lati deserves to be on the field, but in a back 3 or a back 5, not in a 4. CMG say Mexico is dangerous. Yeah, they're also dangerous to themselves. There's been a lot of consternation in the Mexican camp and in the Mexican populace about the Mexican team, how they're playing or not playing. People are not happy in Mexico. And I think part of Mexico's problem is this. So they dominated this region for years. And then the US got serious about football. And then Canada got serious about football. And then Jamaica started expanding its base about who bring in for football. So everybody's trying to get better. Every single country in this region trying to get better. Even the smaller island like Grenada, Bahamas, Bermuda, everybody's looking for, you know what? Do I have a person on Mars I can go call in who plays football that can play for me? Can I get resources from FIFA to help improve my football? So people are trying to improve domestically, but also trying to bring talent in. Look at the Curaçaos, Surinams of the world. It's the norm. So everybody's trying to get better. I don't think Mexico don't have a population to draw upon except for the people who migrate to the U.S. because that's where most Mexicans go. The problem is the U.S. are also pursuing those same talent, and that's Mexico's challenge, right? They have a domestic league. They do export players, but they have a very good domestic league, except it may not be as good as they think it is. So really interesting. So Slingstone is agreeing smart him using 3-4-2-1. People call it 3-4-2-1. So where's the 2 you're talking about, Grimmy? Because we not see the 2. So if you're gonna say Antonio plays up top and Nicholson's part of the 2, where's the 2? Who's the other person? I have 4-4-2 here, and I love to see the formation. I thought what I saw on the screen was a little bit different formation, actually. Come people, 77 people on the chat, 67. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button and make it larger than 77 because I know people have come and left, actually. We're up to 100 plus people until my system crashed, but it's recovered. So hopefully those people return. You know, they maybe go on someplace else because every YouTuber from Jamaica is actually doing Watchalong. So you know how that goes. If you get someplace and you sit down, you're not getting up to go someplace else. So people, hit the like button, please, while you're here. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. People, I need, you know what, I'm going to check. I need 100 and last time I checked, I think I need 100 and about 30 to get to 1,000. So help me get there. And I was supposed to have a guest tonight, but I think he has a conflict. I think his son plays for one of those MLS teams. Andre is supposed to join me, but I don't think he's going to join me because I think his son is playing tonight. So he always watches his son games or goes to those games if they're playing at home in Atlanta. So Sling is saying, you think so? So if you have Demari behind, but it can't be 3-2-1 then if you have Demari behind, because you're saying there's 2 behind the 1, right? You're saying Demari is playing adjacent to Boza. That's be a whole interesting construct. So then, I don't know what that entails, actually. I'm trying to think through what that entails, you're saying, and how it would be, what a formation would look like on the field. Best up foot management, CMG. No mindset. Mindset, I have an atrocious memory. I'll agree with that. But things like that, here's 2 things I don't forget mindset. Something like what you said about freeness. And if you owe me money, I don't forget if you owe me money. I'm going to admit that. No matter how bad my memory is, I remember how much you owe me, when you owe me, when you last paid me, if you didn't pay me. I don't forget money. But so I haven't forgotten that. We're going to have another conversation mindset about that. Demari and Boza behind Antonio. But then who's behind those 2, though? Because trust me, Gray's going to sit out on the wing. He's going to sit out on the wing. He's not playing that hybrid 10 or 8.5 or 9.5. He's going to sit out on the wing. So I'm curious to see what the formation is. I actually think it's going to be 1 formation offensive and 1 defensive, right? I think we could even be a back 3 when we defend, 3-5-2 when we defend, and maybe a 4-4-2 when we attack. Well, we'll see what he has. So you're saying 4 in the middle. So you're 4 in the middle. So how much you have in the defense? 3-4-3. I'm confused. You're confusing me, Mr. Stone. I'm not totally clear on that. If you have 4 in the middle, so you have 3 up top, basically 4 in the middle, 3 in the back. So you're playing 3-4-2-1. Okay, interesting. I'd be interested to see who plays the 3-4-2-1. So do you have, I'm not going to speculate. I want Grimmer to show me his team. And people, last night, so I'm going to look at a story. Last night I couldn't sleep. So, I've done big DJ now. Well, in my own mind, legend in my own mind. So I wrote a song last night. So I'm going to come up with that song in about a month's time. And I think it sounds good to me, but my neighbor told me it's atrocious, it's bad. But I'm gonna refine it and come up with it, and tell me if you don't like it. Tell me if you don't like it. But it's about what we're talking about. But it should be interesting, actually. I just need to get a beat to it. So I have to go buy a beat because take people beat or T people beat, and then them come beat you and copyright. You have copyright infringement by YouTube. But anyway, so no, and also we can see the bench. We have a good bench, by the way. One of the better benches we have had. So Sean is saying 3-4-3. Okay, Mr. Blake. So 3-4-3. So where is both? Because it has to be 2 up top with Boza and Antonio, right? It would have to be a 1 up top and a 3 behind him with Boza, Gray, and Dexter Daps or Bobby Reed behind Antonio, I would think. I would say a 3-1, and then you flush out the rest of it. You see, there's no consensus. So Ika is saying 4-3-3. Westland is saying Boza out wide. Boza, people, let me ask the question. You think Boza can play out wide? Seriously. Want to see Boza as a wide player? Does he have the flexibility to play out wide? Does he run the channel as well? Can he go back? Because I haven't seen. Okay, no, remind me of this. Tell me if this is right or not. I don't see Boza or Antonio Bitaman, you know. Tell me if me way off or my eyes them now work well. I know some people wear glasses sometimes. Be close to the TV. Tell me, people, if we see Boza and Antonio Bitaman just, me see Antonio maybe once in a while go by somebody. That's not true. More for West Ham actually, but you see them bamboozle somebody or them run by them or them beat them and create space and do something. I see Great do it a lot. Bobby Reed doesn't do it a lot. Cephas run by people, but sometimes him run a wall. But me not see either one of them dismiss people if play up on the wing. Wingers need to be able to carry the ball, right? Wingers need to dribble, especially when they're isolated. Sean said, ask the coach that him player. Why Sean? We don't know why him play, Sean. We don't know why him play, Sean. That's why I call it K&H football, kick and hope football. We don't know why him play. Me and the coach now align when it comes to that. People, 96 people in the chat. And people, if you were here before and my system crashed and you came back, I apologize and thanks for returning. I appreciate you. So thanks a lot. People, please hit the like button. Come. The remaining people, I'm going to hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. You have no reason if you hit that button because I talk to myself sometime, but me things that sound good to myself. So if me sound bad, not tell me and me try to improve. All right? But hit the like button in the meantime while you do so. Eco is saying last time Boza played out wide was under Paul Hall. That boy couldn't bail his head in the national stadium. Yeah, but he's come on, Eco. Would you agree with me with Eco? He's not a winger. He's not a winger. He's not a wing player. He's a center forward. And we want him to center forward actually because he's the one scoring goals. Because Antonio goal shy. For Jamaica, Antonio is goal shy. He and the goal have not they're trying to date, but they haven't been dating. Somebody don't want to make the first move. And it's not working for them actually. I don't think Antonio and the goal are related. Somehow he's not using the right lyrics to get the goal because it now work. Trust me. Now work. You can say Corey Brooks is a better winger. Yeah, but Corey is injured. And some people now have Corey, so I tell you that. Slingstone, Palmer on the left. No, sir. Bobby on the right, yes. Bobby can play anywhere on the football field. Except maybe goalkeeper. Me believe Bobby can play anywhere on the football field. That's why you need the Bobbies of the world, man. Because Bobby work hard. Bobby's not spectacular. Him just give you a 6.5, 7 every game. You're not getting on 9 and 10 regularly. Gray will give you a 9, but Gray can always give you a 5. Bobby, I give you the 7.5. Consistent is Bobby. If him offense not work, him defense will work. Right? Now put in the effort and run himself into the ground. And that's why we got to appreciate the Bobbies of the world because they make things go around. I mean, the Grays of the world are differentiators. The Bobbies of the world keep us in the game. So we have to applaud that and value that. Come on, people. We're moving the like button. I like that. But let's get to the same number where the waiting is. Yeah, Eco. I don't know the rationale why he's not here. I don't think he gets called all the time, I think he's one of those people who's on the fringes. So he's on the fence somewhere. Not him on the fence, meaning he doesn't want to come, meaning sometimes the coach thinks he needs him based on who's available, and sometimes he doesn't, right? If we have a 50-man, not squad, but available list of players, he may be in the 20s, maybe late 20s, and doesn't always get called. So, yeah. People, we are 16 minutes from game time. I don't know if I'm anxious or excited. I feel a little bit different on this. I don't feel trepidation about this game. Somehow I feel that the team we have on the field gives us a good chance to compete. I still would have played K. Roy because the Lati doesn't work in the midfield. I hope he's not playing Lati in the midfield because it doesn't work there. We have all talked about this. K. Roy has shown he has ability to play in the midfield. He's still raw. He's still young. But if he's playing 4-4-2, if he's playing 3-4-3, I wouldn't have played. I would have played Lati in a 3 in the back. Because if you guys remember the U.S. game, Lati played really, really well, actually. Really, really well. And he's very versatile across the defensive line, right? He can play right back, left back, maybe be playing part of the back 3, but I don't see him in the midfield because I don't think he knows how to play midfield. I didn't see anyone calling for Wes Harding, though, because I've been told Wes Harding can also play CDM, so I thought that's just interesting. But I haven't heard anyone call for Wes Harding. Do you think he should be considered to be in the midfield? He's traditional defender, but defenders like a Declan Rice transition from center half to midfield. Declan Rice, center half to midfield. Ben White, play CDM, play right back, play center back. So if you're playing in that space, you have some of the qualities that's required to play there, right? Maybe if you play defense CDM, the ability to progress the ball is not as well defined as one would like it to be, but some inkling is there. Brian Burke, you were passing through, but you stop. You know, some people that pass through Brian Burke and then stop, and then just say, you know what, may I steer. So you know what people talk about in their life? They were going to go someplace to live. They stop someplace and they fell in love, and they say, you know what, may I steer. So Brian, I think you just park it. Just park now and stay away there. Not go nowhere else. With this lineup, it's still KNH. With this lineup, with more KNH, Icarus. We can reach. Where midfielder? Where the midfielder Icarus? So Gray winger is not a midfielder. Bobby Reed is a hybrid. Bose and Anthony center forward. So before we have one midfielder in Palmer. And if a Coventry, Palmer lose the ball enough. So we all see midfielder. It's even more so kick and age. If I had K-Roy, we may not be as much kick and age. But no, to me, this is more kick and age than before. Palmer was always going to play. And I asked the question when he was part of when him and the coach was having the press conference, if that means he's going to start. And yeah, he's starting. He's starting. CMC, Mexico. You know that black people live in Mexico, right? GMG. They may not be prominent on TV or anything, but they have a decent enough black population in Mexico. You could just say KNH hybrid. Yeah. I mean, think about it. If you have 2 Titanics, you have to get the ball up to them. They're going to be way up the field. You're going to play it long to Boza. You're going to head it on to Antonio. That's our strategy. And when I watched the team in Texas the other day when I was down there for Nations League, they did practice the set pieces where, especially the throw is deep in the half of the opponent, they throw the ball down to the line, to the touch line, to be headed across, and someone comes from the far post. So that's the only strategy I see, actually, that we have. Not a lot of strategy. Come people hit the like button. We still have a six difference between watching and liking. It should be more like than watch. If you watch a podcast and there's not more like than watch, that means some people haven't hit the like button. Trust me. Because people come and go. But it's a decent team. I am cautiously optimistic that we can put Mexico away. We always struggle with Mexico because they're a ball possession team. We always struggle with them, right? And they get a lot of chance against us. Good thing they don't always take them. And with this team, and the problem for us is where Mexico is strong, I'm going to say we're weak, we're challenged. They're always strong in the middle of the park. So people like Alvarez, for example, they're always strong in the middle of the park. And that's where we're not strong. When we play 3 at the back and we crowd the midfield with the 4 across or 5 across, then it makes it more difficult to penetrate because we don't have anybody to protect the back 4, or back 3 for that matter. The midfielders we have are not there. The coach seemed to like Laddie a lot, and he seemed to now be trusting Palmer more. So we'll see how that goes. Mindset says, formation hard to manage with the Jamaican team because as soon as games start, we default to the same old. Yeah, it's an interesting one, actually. You know what I found interesting in the Euro is how everybody was I've said this before, trying to play possession football. Everybody, Slovakia, Albania, everybody was trying to play possession football. Ukraine, Scotland, even countries who used to play long ball are playing possession football because people realize that that's the way to go. And so I think possession football would then require countries develop better midfielders who can possess the ball, right? Because the middle of the park is where most of the game is played. So, yeah, I think also, here's what's interesting, people. I was thinking about this today. I find it amazing that given how, you hear a lot about how athletic we are, how physical we are, which then should suggest that we should dominate opponents on the field physically, but we don't really press, actually. Now, I know we're not a stamina nation, we're sprinters, but still we don't really press like you see a Portugal trying to press today, for example. We don't press with a vigor, or Spain press. And look how small stature those countries, these Spain is. We don't press with a vigor to force the opponent to make mistakes. We do this half-hearted press. So Bozo and Antonio will chase people, and then the ball pass behind him and say, you know what? I'm going to go wrong, go get it. Especially Antonio, have your hand on him hip. And not cheers. And I think if we, with our physicality, and we should be fit, because most of these players play in the Premier League or play Championship, we have to run our game. So why is it that we don't press more with a vigor to turn people over, and we like to play counter-attacking football and kick and hope football? Then that would even work better. Because if I turn you over like we did, so the goal we scored against Dominican Republic off a set piece, where it was their set piece, and Bobby Reed went to Cephas, who then ran into the field and crossed the ball to Nicholson. If you press someone, then you're going to catch them off guard, right? Because you turn them over. You then going forward, they're going the other way. It's easier to get opportunities then. So my hope is that we should be pressing as a team. Now, do we have the stamina to press? I don't know. But we should be pressing as a team. We're too big, we're too strong, we're too physical not to do so. Yeah. Now, I would say the one surprise for me, not in terms of who should play, but who was actually picked, was that Lowe is not in the starting lineup. Because I got the sense that the coach was always going to play Lowe, but I'm a little bit surprised not here. So the question is, I know he had a niggle from the last game. Is he injured? What does that mean, Eco? Euro is like private school and COPA is like public school. Because COPA teams keep the ball. South American teams are known for keeping the ball. That's one thing they do. Now, some of them are not that good anymore, right? Peru's in the 70s and early 80s, they've been decent. Their football has gone down the drain. Ecuador has improved immensely, given the academy they have there and the rich guy who owns maybe the old Ecuador team. Uruguay is still good. Colombia is decent. Argentina and Brazil are always good. Brazil has fallen off. So South America keeps the ball. Yeah, Drew Ross. I think West was throwing a hint through his agent, like, what did I do not to be called? So it's a good thing. People, the teams are lined up in the tunnel. It's 8:53. I see Alvarez leading out. I see Pinnock standing beside Alvarez. And they're walking out on the field. So people, it's almost game time. If you just join, it's Jamaica versus Mexico. Mexico playing in Houston, where I've been told there's a big contingent of Jamaicans, so let's hope they turn up for the game. But Houston is not too far from the country that we're playing, so at least the border's not too far. Somebody actually calling me now? Really? Kranky Live, good evening.
Yes, Kranky, good night. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. You're live, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm live. Just give me 2 minutes. I know the game's gonna start in like 8 or so, or 6 minutes. But I just want to have a point of view right here. Based on the starting level, I'm not surprised. But I'm a little bit concerned because of the physicality of Damian Lowe in the midfield will give us that stability defensively. But I feel like the coach knows best. We don't know what's going on inside of the camp, but looking on the starting 11, I feel like I know that we're gonna play a more attacking football. But I hope we can get a goal in the first half and put them under immense pressure to come at us, and then we hit them on the counter. because they're very vulnerable at the back. If you can get that first goal and stick tight and bring on Analo in the second half just to give us that stability and that physical appear in the midfield, we could basically see out the game without winning this match. And I just feel like the coach knows best. How you feel about what do you feel about? Because I just came on the program. How you feel about the starting level?
It's a good team, but our midfield is not the best, and it won't change. So you can call me back at halftime, but my view is it's a good team. I think Damian Lowe is not a midfielder. He either plays in defense to me or he doesn't play. He's a good player. So if he's not going to start in defense, then he probably should be on the bench where he is. But I do think the midfield is not the strongest because I don't see Lati as a midfielder, and Palmer hasn't necessarily played well. So we'll see if he plays in a 3-5-2 or we'll see what formation he plays and who sits where. Then we can comment on it. But come back at halftime, we can talk more. All right?
All right.
Thanks a lot for the call. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
People, another thing too, which is I'm going to have a post-game show. But I'm going to close this one down as the game is finished and open a new one, say 10 minutes afterwards. I like to give myself a 10-minute break to do whatever, drink water, whatever I do, and not just, and get my thoughts together as it relates to post-game. So join me subsequent to this game for post-game, no matter how late it is. Game probably finished about 11. It's Saturday, unless you're going party or something. Even if you go party, you can still turn on your thing. So game plan is saying, game plan says we're going to lose. Well, I mean, game plan, your picture suggests that you maybe have Mexican persuasion. So I would be optimistic if I were you, but it doesn't mean we're going to lose. And you say Lowe is not a midfielder. By the way, you're missing. Well, LOW is not a midfielder because it's not high, it's low. But Damian Lowe, who plays for us, he's a good player. Game plan said Latin, not a midfielder. Well, they're not traditional midfielders, but we'll see how they do today. We have played Mexico well, actually. Mexico doesn't really destroy us, and we didn't do well against them in Gold Cup, but we go to their house and get a draw sometimes. So I think it's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to game plan. And thanks for joining it, by the way. And by the way, game plan, if you haven't subscribed, you should do so. Even though we don't talk a ton of Mexican football, but I'm not sure you're Mexican either, but you can tell us if you are. But we'll see what happens. The ball, as they say in football, the ball is round. Game plan. I see Hogginson belting out national anthem. I see some Jamaican fans in the stands. So people, it's game time. I'm actually watching two screen and they're showing me different pictures here. But it's game time. If you have just joined, it's Jamaica gonna play Mexico, and we're looking to have a good time. We're looking to win this game, people. It's Copa America. We're in Copa America. We're ranked 53rd. Venezuela is 154th. I think Mexico is in the top 20, actually, which I find interesting. I think they're ranked ahead of Ecuador, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta go back and check. But last time I checked, I think they were, which I find really interesting, actually. I'm not sure their ranking is reflective of their performances. I think the World Cup probably had a outsized input into the ranking, because I realize the U.S. is very, very highly ranked. And frankly, there are a number of teams, I think, across the world who are probably as good or maybe even better. So, but people, if you're here with us, I thank you for being here. You can still comment in the chat, during the game. We'll have good conversation at halftime. We'll have a post game, which should be fun, regardless of the outcome. Hopefully, the outcome is a positive one. And unlike what game plan perspective is, that we'll be smiling. What do you mean? Grim, I've been here 2 years. How long it take? Hey, Ricardo Baggio, how long it take to learn the anthem? The anthem that difficult? Yeah, no, the bench is decent. The bench is decent. The problem that we have is, as you guys, you don't want to put my glasses on, even though I can see well without it, but the problem we have is the midfield. You have Chavez, Pinada, Alvarez, and the back, and back from Mexico, we have Quinones, Gimez, and Ontana. So they have Alvarez playing their 6 actually. It's interesting. Mexico is playing a 4-3-3, which is what we probably should be playing too. So let's see how we match up. Because if they're playing 4-3-3 and they're normally better in the middle, I'll be curious to see what that looks like. All right. They're playing 4-3-3. And they're going to play Alvarez as a 6 as he does for West Ham. So that's not surprising. Pineda and Chavez on either side of him. And then we have Quinones, Gimenez, and Antuna up front. So they're saying we have 4-4-2 we're playing, which is what we have here. I don't know why the coach go back to this midfielder of Palmer and Latibadir. I just don't see this. But they have us as 4-4-2. We'll see if what is on the screen is what Grimmer is playing. Because we know Grimmer does this thing differently. It's a long bench, people, long bench. About 12, 13 people on the bench. So it's game time. If you just join us, you're going to be watching the Mexico versus Jamaica football match being played in Houston. It's our first game, our Mexico and Jamaica's first game of the 2024 Gold Cup. The earlier game, Venezuela beat a 10-man Ecuador team by 2-1. Ecuador had their center forward sent off early in the game in the first half with a bad challenge, and they couldn't recover from that. So, boy, I get nervous about the referee, U.S. referee. Don't get nervous. We'll overcome that. We'll overcome the referee. Hopefully the referee just let people play, right? Let them play. Hopefully let them play. So I'm all set, people. See, man, put my glasses on to make sure I see clearly every single detail. So game plan. If you're saying grades the difference, you say we're going to lose, but how is it going to be the difference if we're going to lose game plan? I'm confused. So game plan, are you supporting Jamaica or the U.S.? I mean, not U.S., Jamaica or Mexico? Jamaica or Mexico? Which one are you supporting game plan? Let me hear you. So people predict the score. Thank you, Ricardo. Ricardo say 1-1. What's your prediction? And by the way, the hosts do not provide prediction. We just commentate. Ricardo saying 1-1. What do you think the score is going to be? Game is on, people. Game is off. We're 21 seconds in. At least on my end anyway. And I'm trying to watch it on 2 channels, actually. As we expect, Mexico does have the ball, keeping possession, trying to play the ball around. You are at game plan, good. You're Jamaica around. So why do you say we're going to lose? Or are you saying you're just being straightforward? Mexico playing the ball around, trying to go deep. Jamaica win the ball and turn the ball over right away. So Bobby Reed is playing the 6, actually. This is interesting. Greg Lee dispossessed, and they have a corner already. Greg Lee, you got to wake up, Greg Lee. You got to wake up. That ball you got was difficult ball, but you got to play it back right away. Just join us. We're a minute in. Mexico has a corner. Score tied at 0. I hear your mindset. That they may not be today, but let's hope so. Let's hope it starts today anyway. Mexico moving the ball well. Good tackle there by Bernard. Throw into Jamaica. Very good play by Bernard. Not going for the fake. Ricardo is early, Ricardo. We're 2 minutes in. You know, Ricardo is 2 minutes in. Let him settle down first. Oh, great difference. Okay, I understand what you're saying now, game plan. Jamaica the ball, throw the ball. Bernard trying to go deep. Yeah, Bobby Reed is playing inside, people. Greg Lee with the ball. Gonna go over the top, trying to find Gray. Good run. Poor touch by Bobby Reed, though. We're playing hard. That's the good thing. We're playing hard and playing physical. Trying to pressure them. So let's see what we have. I see 5 line up at the back, actually. I see 5-4-1 is what I'm seeing defensively. If you look at that spread out of the team, I see 5-4-1 defensively. It is a 5-4-1 defensively. With Pinnock playing the left side. Ball crossed into the box. Headed up by Bernard. Ball won by Bobby Reed, trying to win the ball. Yeah, we're not settled at all. We're all over the place. Oh, almost a goal. Very, very poor clearance by Bernard. And Mexico probably should have scored that, actually. Awful clearance, actually, by Bernard. Good save by Jamal Wade. Got to stop playing panicky, Bernard. You got to take your time to clear that ball. You just join us. We're 3 minutes in. Game tied at 0. As usual, Mexico dominated possession, as we'd expect. Yeah, we're playing 5-4-1, actually. Even though Boza is inside, so not sure what that even means. Jamaica with the ball, and we go along. K and H ball has been played. Go to Antonio. The H has worked. Antonio trying to beat his man. Over the line, he has 3 people on him. No support, no help. And that's when you play K and H ball, what happens? The forward is up there by himself. There's no support system. That's why it becomes challenging. Great ball by Dexter. Good cross. Controlled by Nicholson. Oh, he tried a spectacular kick. The defender did a good job of jumping into him. That was a good ball by Dexter, actually. Nicholson tried something spectacular. Didn't come off, but it's a good try. Antonio did a good job of keeping that ball up, but he can't be up there by himself. That doesn't make sense. So we're sort of doing some kind of press, but it's not a real good press, actually. And we're leaving our defenders one-on-one. It's not a good press. Why does Lambekiza look like he's tired already? He's struggling to get back. Ball came over the top. Defense was all over the place. The Mexican forward fell down. And somehow they made a mistake, get out of bounds, but a little bit panicking the defense so far, people. We need to settle down. I don't know if we're nervous. We're not. K&H ball again over the top. Trying to find Antonio. He's going to try to head it down to Nicholson. And as you play K&H, you're going to lose it. Nicholson with the ball. Play the ball to Gray. Gray, brilliant move. Beat 1 man. Beat 2 men, beat 3 men, and he's foul. And he's not foul. The referee didn't give him a foul there. I thought he was a foul, but he decided not to give him that call. Mexico with the ball at the halfway line. So we're defending 5-4-1, people. Even though it's 5-5 actually across. Jamaica with the ball. Bobby Reed plays the ball to Antonio. Antonio looking for help. Has 3 men on him. Has 0 help. Beat his man turned. And as he does, he fumbles and stumbles and mumbles out of bounds. That's Antonio. A lot of legs and a lot of turning, a lot of arms. But he had no support, to be fair. That's the thing. When we win the ball, we don't have the support. When they win the ball, they have 3 and 4 passes. When we win the ball, you just look at a while ago. Antonio won it, no support. He got the ball up top, no support. Nicholson with the ball, brilliant turn, got dispossessed. Ref looked like he wanted to call a foul, but changed his mind, and Nicholson is getting up slowly. Good win by Lambekiza. Played the ball to Nicholson. Nicholson turning, had a pass, should have made a pass, didn't. Played the ball to Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed should go across. He's going to come back to Palmer. Palmer looking for a pass, goes back to Bernard. Bernard to Reed. So Reed is playing midfield and tried a ridiculous pass in the middle of the field when he could have gone out wide. That pass was never on by Bobby Reed. I have no idea what he's doing. That pass is not on. You're playing a pass to Antonio, people, when you're playing football and you're playing the pass to somebody, and this is a wall pass, you got to be able to turn or do something with it. He couldn't, but if he got that ball, he couldn't do nothing with it. Not a good pass by Bobby Reed. Not sure what he was doing, unless he won the wall pass. And I'm watching it again because I am watching a 30-second delay on another channel. Mexico with the ball, looking to play a 1-2 over the top, trying to go by Lambequiza. Lambequiza played really, really well. Outside for throwing. Brilliant play. No, he's playing it. He didn't play it out. What are we doing? What are we doing? What the heck was that a while ago? Lambequiza and Lati with the ball, and two of them looking at each other like they're spaced out. I have no idea what they were doing. That was a ridiculous play a while ago. It almost cost us, actually. Yeah, game plan. We don't have a strategy. We just play football. We play kick and H. I keep telling you guys that. Don't be surprised. Look at Mexico. There's a pattern. Triangles all over the field. He plays the ball out wide to center back. Look at the triangle coming. Look at the midfielder coming with him. They're like 1-2 triangles right there. There's always an outlet. We don't have that. We play the ball long with no help. Madman football, I call it. Or kicking out football. And I hate to be this critical, but I'm just not happy with the strategy that we employ, actually. We put Antonio up top and Boza close to him, and we kick the ball long and hope that something happens. And then we got to go defend for the rest of the game. And we'll score, but I don't know if we're going to score or not because we're just chasing the ball. If you just join us, we are in the 9th minute, 8 minutes, 58, 59, 9 minutes. Game tied at 0. Jamaica versus Mexico in the second game in this group. Earlier, Venezuela with the upset, beating Ecuador by 2-1. Lambequiza on the right, looking for a pass. He rolls the ball in the middle. He made a pass which wasn't there. He had Bobby Reed running, looking for the ball out wide, and he went to cross to get to Antonio, but the pass was never on. There's a great switch, frankly, by Boza, who made a sprint. He should have gone to Gray. See, his decision was poor there. Gray was open to get the ball. He should have gone to Gray. He then went long, which have gone to Antonio. That's where you make bad decisions. If he went to Gray, Gray would have been open, actually. And I love the change of speed by the team when we won possession. Look at that, people. We had 5 players, and this Gray was wide open, frankly. A little bit offside after a while, but Lambert did make the best decision. And an awful set piece. Bobby Reed, set piece enough for you, my youth. I agree if you get them ball, Bobby Reed. Yeah, overdo it now. Those crosses are not yours, Bobby Reed. I'm sorry, they're not yours. That's Gray's corner. Yeah, overdo it. You passed to Antonio a while ago, I know this. From Bobby Reed, you can't do better than that. All right, people. We're 10 minutes in, or in the 11th minute, and we're leading good ball to Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed trying to turn, plays the ball back to Lati. Lati's playing the middle of the back 3, actually, or back 4, whatever it is we're playing. We play kicking up again, trying to find Antonio. And Antonio is making, the one thing Antonio does, he makes defense work. Physical, muscular, good speed. He makes defenses work. So this is where we have set plays, people. Now, what I expect is Lambequiza to throw the ball at the touchline and try to head over to the far post. This is what the Jamaica team practices. Let's say if they do it that way, actually. So the ball is over there to the touchline. It should be thrown to the near post or thrown to Antonio. And Pinnock's going to go long in the box then. Okay, they're training that strategy. Probably it's too deep, actually. So I think they have enough height in there. Pinnock is going to go long throw, ball headed out to Palmer, and Palmer became a NFL field goal kicker because he could have controlled and shoot, actually. That was poor by Palmer. He was all over the place. There was he didn't align his body and lead over the ball. He just tried something which didn't work. Now we are pressing with 3 up top. So now it's a 4-3-3 defense. So you see Gray and Antonio in the middle, and you see Nicholson wide right. So we have 3 across the middle. It's a Greg Lee's in the middle. That's the defense we're playing here. And part of that defense is forced by how the Mexicans are set up, right? We're playing sort of zone and trying to see what the matchups are as a team. They just caught us out a while ago. Really good play by the Mexicans. Really good play by Bernard. Don't go back to your goalkeeper. Goodbye, Lati. Lati Limbaki's up. Trying to go over the top. Doesn't work. Bobby Reed. Ball is just being played up. No set pattern here. Bernard playing rush. Bobby Reed to Antonio. Ball is turnover. And we're playing bat up and catch, as they say in Jamaica way back when. We need to set the ball down and try to play the ball on the floor. If you just join us, game tied at 0. We're in the 13th minute. Jamaica 0, Mexico 0. Mexico trying to penetrate us, looking for those space in between the lines. Defense is well set. Not allowing them to break us down. They're trying to play 1-2s, and good read by Greg Lee. Oh, mistake there. Oh, that was close. That could almost be a penalty a while ago. Player put his head in. Good play by Pinnock. That was unfortunate. That was a serendipitous, actually. That was sort of unfortunate there. The ball crossed in. And Dexter made a really good play to get involved. And then Pinnock stretched our leg out. We are scrambling, people. Corner to Mexico. 13th minute, game tied at 0. Oh, Mexican has a person taller than Antonio? Wow. It's a tall kid. Mindset. You and I know we play football. We're a kick and H team. So mindset, if you don't realize about it now, and people think I'm probably joking, making a comment, it's not a joke. We're kick and H. We kick it long and hope. Oh, that was close. Ball crossed in. I'm not sure how the Mexican missed that. Wow, that was close. Still a corner. No. Yeah, he had a header there. Pinnock was there anyway. He probably would have blocked it. We kick the ball long to Antonio as we normally do. We head it. We lose it. We play defense again. Dexter with the ball. Play the ball out. Throw into Mexico, I think. Throw into Mexico. This is a hard watch, people. So I keep telling you now. Kick on H. Nah, make me enjoy my money. Mexico with the ball, trying to beat Dexter inside. Ball headed out by Pinnock. We're just playing defense and forwards now, people. This is not sustainable. Not sustainable. Eventually, Mexico will score. Jamaica very, very deep. Mexico trying to get behind, trying to penetrate, looking for the angles, looking for where the weakness is. They have got behind, ball crossed in, headed out by Bernard. Mexico again. Don't foul him, Nicholson. Don't foul him. I'm not sure what you're doing. You're trying to push the man. He's almost in your box. I don't like forwards tackling players close to their box because they don't know how to tackle. Yeah, I'm not sure it's too much respect. Mexicans are just better at keeping the ball. I keep telling people, possession football is what people play nowadays, not kicking hope football. If you can't keep the ball, more than likely you're not the better team. And right now, we can't keep the ball. Jamaica with the ball, Pinnock with the ball, trying to find. He does find. So we have the ball, we can't find a pass. Ball to Pinnock, and he goes long again because we're under pressure. Trying to find Antonio. And they just stay behind Antonio, head the ball down, they get the ball, and we come back again. We can't find any angles. We can't find a way to get out. They're pressing us high. We need to do the same to them. So I don't understand people. They're pressing us high, so we don't have gaps. They're playing real tight. If that's the case, then why is Antonio so well covered? So something is amiss. We need better movement. Mexico with the ball. Play the ball out wide to number 6. They're playing it to just playing the ball amongst themselves. They're pretty comfortable, actually. Mexico is pretty comfortable. They don't feel any stress. Greg Lee should win this. He plays the ball inside to Palmer. Palmer to Gray. Gray back to Palmer. Palmer plays next to Bobbery. Come across the field to Dexter. Dexter the ball. Give Nicholson one time. Don't even wait. Give it to him. Ball to Nicholson. Give it back to Nicholson. Give it back to him, Nicholson. That's a lame player. There was nowhere to go with the ball. Play the ball back to the kid and then try to play the 1-2. What kind of stupid play was that? And second of all, people, Boza cannot play out wide. You hear me getting annoyed with his coach. Boza's not a winger. He's right now end up playing winger. He's playing wing. He's not a winger. Good run by Dexter to intercept that ball a while ago, and he got fouled. Should be on the yellow card on the Mexican, actually. I hope Lambie didn't kick out a while ago. That was close. Looked like he was kicking out. Boza trying to dribble. You can't dribble Boza. People, didn't I say at the beginning of the show that our forwards can't beat anybody? Jeez. Mindset. Back up mindset with your comment. Mindset, back up with your comments. I am the one who called it K&H because I don't like it. What are you talking about? YouTubers all want us to keep the ball. Most of the YouTubers I know are frustrated we can't keep the ball. The goalkeeper punched that ball. He didn't have to punch it. Maybe he was trying to find a play up top. Mexico has the ball, looking to break out, trying to go across deep. Bobby Reed had the ball out of bounds, throw into Mexico. No mindset. Everybody I know wants to keep the ball. We just can't keep it. Nobody who loves playing the way he plays is the coach because he's from Denmark. That's how they play football. Kick and hope. Even though I think Denmark is learning to play football nowadays, so I don't know how that works. I think they're keeping the ball where they were better than England in keeping the ball the other day. We are in the 19th minute, and the game is tied at 0. Jamaica versus Mexico. Mexico cannot break us down. We're playing well defensively, but offensively, we're not there. Poor attempt by Alvarez to find his man there. Jamaica the ball. Bobby Reed going wide to Antonio, chasing it. He has the ball down. He has 2 men on him. Trying to go by both. Can't go by. Why do we always have 2 men on our forward? Antonio works real hard, though. Work real hard and want it. And want a free kick. Brilliant play by Antonio, by the way. That's why people give me grief because they're saying Antonio's a workhorse. But you know what? Us playing one up top is not working. Meaning we need wingers to help him. He's a workhorse, though. I think Boza is out of the game, actually. I don't think the game fits Boza because he has to play the last man. He can't play the wing. He's done. I don't know what the hell the coach is doing playing Boza out there. Because right now he's not playing off. Antonio's playing more wide on the right because Bobby Reed is the one playing in the middle. Bobby Reed is the one playing the 6. And doing a decent job, by the way, people. Bobby Reed across. Oh, Boza got a chance there, people. Boza probably should have put that away. He missed that. That was on his head. It was a good chance. That should have been 1-0. Let me see what happens here again. Well, he had some competition there, but Boza went up. Vasquez was there. It's difficult. Vasquez put him off, actually. But he could have scored that. It was a chance. I'd say a half chance, not a full chance. You don't think other YouTubers want us to keep the ball? I mean, I think so, actually. Come on, mindset. I think so. If I talk to Minzy or even Manning's man, well, I don't know about Manning's man. He may not be in a position to criticize the coach, actually. I think Boza hit his head on that header, Boza is laying down, stretched out on the field. I don't know what's happening here. So let's see. He go up. Oh, yeah, he got headed in the face, actually. They're sending Dixon to warm up. So the ball came out. Yeah, Boza got hit. And he may be having half the effect. Yeah, he may be done, people. That may be a concussion. Because when he went up to head the ball, I think the Vasquez hit him. And he's walking away. And he's frustrated. And then he sat down. And I wouldn't play him after this. For different reasons. One is if you have a concussion and you have that after effect, that's not a good sign. They should have concussion protocols. Let's see what they do. Baja, I said it was a half chance. Come on, Ricardo. I did think it was easier before, but I said it was a half chance. It was a half chance. Right? He got a good part of his head on it. So it's a half chance. But Vasquez challenged him, so it was difficult. So they show you in slow motion. Actually, he probably even touched Vasquez. It looked like he touched Vasquez also. But Boza's reaction suggests that he thinks he should have scored, or at least hit the target. But Boza is not. Look, you play Antonio, you play Boza, you don't play both. We've been talking about this. Even Claudine agreed with me. Claudine, wherever you are. We don't play two Titanics, we play one. Now, Antonio's work ethic is off the chart in this game, but he can't do it by himself. He can't keep having... When he gets the ball, he has no outlet. And by the way, there are two Mexicans on him at all times when he gets the ball. If you just join us, we're in the 23rd minute. It's 22:53. Mexico 0, Jamaica 0. Game is playing in Houston, Texas. Jamaica has held its own. We have had some pressure, but we have repelled the pressure. And we have had a half chance. And even the ball that Dexter got, you should give him to Damari Gray. Could have created another difficult situation for the Mexicans. They have had a couple of chances, I would say. But Jamaica with the ball, Palmer, ball to Bernard. Bernard plays it up to Nicholson. Nicholson looking for a pass, plays it into Palmer. Palmer with the ball, looking for a pass, trying to find Gray has the ball. It tries a shot. If you hear me hesitating because the ball is not passed clean, right? Palmer had the ball. Nicholson made really good turn inside, passed to Palmer. Palmer tried to find Antonio behind the defense, got blocked by the defender, fell to Gray, who tried to go far corner. Let me see if it's far corner or near corner. Tried to go far corner, got blocked out of bounds for a corner. And they showed the two Jamaica fans in the stand. Now, it's not a corner. Oh, it is a corner. Okay. I think Bobby Reed should take the corner. It was a really good play by Nicholson, by the way. So corner by Bobby Reed, I guess, is the one taking all the corners. Good corner by Bobby Reed. Keeper comes out, punch it. Ball to Palmer. Palmer going out wide to Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed looks to go back in the box. He's not going to go in the box. He's going to play it upfield to Bernard, who dribbles by one man, make a really good turn, try to beat another man, and ball played out of bounds. He had no pass. It was Gray. He had no pass, actually. Gray with the ball. Play the ball inside to Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed is pushed down. Referee doesn't call a foul. It looks like a foul to me. Ball is bouncing. The Mexicans are having difficulty with us, actually. We're playing physical. Ball to Palmer. Palmer with the ball. Man behind you, Palmer. Turn the ball inside to Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed looking for a pass. Turn back. Still holding the ball. Still looking for a pass. Plays it off to Lati. Lati wide outside to Pinnock. Pinnock on the halfway line looking for a pass. Back to Bobby Reed. He's going to go long over the top, trying to find Nicholson. Keeper out. Nicholson head the ball down to Lambakisi. He can shoot. Shoot on the goal, but keeper recovered. Really good play a while ago. Kick and hope was good that time. Ball kick hopefully up to Nicholson. Headed the ball down to, well, the keeper punched it down to Lambakisa, who tried to shoot. Should have gone high, actually. Tried to go low. It was on target, but the keeper had recovered by then. Mexico looking to go. So we have come to the game, actually. Ball is over the top, and I don't know what Wade was doing. It was off his line. It worked out well, but that was nervy a while ago, people. Ball came over the top, almost beat the defense, and Wade was just at the tip of the 18 to head it out. Mexico with the ball, looking dangerous. Ball intercepted. Bobby Reed turned by Gray. Graying up the field, looking to go inside. Antonio looking to move. Gray with the ball inside to Antonio. Antonio with the ball, slowed the play down. Had a chance to go forward, but slowed the play down. The Mexican got hurt. Why are you stopping the play, referee? Nobody hurt him. He hurt himself. He pulled something. He pulled a fat. Why you stop the play? That's ridiculous that he stopped the play a while ago. That's not a head injury. Unless Jamaica kicked the ball out, that play should not be stopped, people. So the play was that the Mexican had the ball. They were going forward. We won it back. So let me go back to the play. We won it back. Bobby Reed won it. He played it to Gray, who turned on his man, which our midfielders need to learn to do. He's going upfield. Antonio was going, played inside to Antonio, stopped it, turned inside. Alvarez fell down because he pulled a muscle, and the referee stopped the game. What we playing? Bush League referee? That's ridiculous. There's no reason to stop the game unless Jamaica is going to kick the ball out. And why would they do so when they're attacking? Alvarez is not in the play. He looked like he pulled up a muscle. The referee needs to explain why he stopped the game. That's not his game to stop. Wade made a great. I don't know if it's a great play Wade made or a bad play, but let's see this. Alvarez fell down, and the referee is right there and stopped the game. Somebody needs to take him to task for that. Yeah, Biggs, I have no idea. He has no reason to stop the game. And the coach, why isn't Hogginson on the sideline protesting? Like, seriously. Hogginson, why aren't you protesting on the sideline that it's not his game to stop? Yeah, it's not his game to stop, Brian. You cannot stop the... I can't listen to the commentary because I don't want to get censored for copyright. But they're showing the play again where Wade had the ball out. That was eerie. But there's no way that the referee should stop the game. That's unbelievable, actually. But you know what was bad about that? He was facing the play, so he saw what happened. It's not as if, what someone could say, there's a head injury and he stopped the game. It's ridiculous. No, people in the no, Spangdon, you're wrong on that. It's at the referee discretion sometimes, but normally, then you're not supposed to stop the game unless it's like something like a head injury. They stop it for certain purposes. The players normally the ones spending down who stop the game in the Premier League. They're the ones who stop it. Now, the referee may see the play going on for a while and say, you know what? Something must be really bad, and they may stop it. But not when I'm watching the play and the player pulled up. Unless you think he was having some heart problem. But the player grabbed for his hamstring. So anyway, that makes no sense to me. Especially when we're attacking. That was ridiculous. I didn't see Grima jumping up on the sideline. If that was me, I'd be all in the fourth line, man, space saying, please explain why you guys stopped the game. If you've just joined us and you haven't hit the like button, please do so. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'm not saying it's not a blunder, Spangdown. What I'm saying is that it's not within his domain. He should not be stopping the game unless he believes it's a serious thing for the player, meaning, we have seen players with heart problems, for example. You definitely stop it for any head injuries. But it's the team with the ball normally who stops the game, kick the ball out of bounds, because it's like a fairness thing, right? You want to take advantage of a team that is disadvantaged, but he shouldn't stop the game. He was holding his head. All South American and Latin American players hold their head. Even when their toe get hurt, they hold their head. The ref was right in front of him. So if you're holding your head, you want to tell me he has a migraine, Jamaica Red Devil? That don't make no sense to me. The ref is there watching the play, right in front of him. The player grabbed his hamstring. He ain't holding no head. He grabbed his hamstring. He ain't holding no head. Maybe he's holding his head because his hamstring is busted, and it is busted. He's done for this tournament, the way it looks. Anyway, game has restarted. Jamaica with the ball. Palmer plays the ball. We have been better in the game, people. We start up really, really difficult for us, but we're better in the game. Jamaica with the ball, turn it over, won it back. Palmer with the ball, looking for a pass, trying to go along to Gray over the top. Really brilliant ball. Gray with the ball one-on-one. He should be able to beat this man and get the ball in the box. Get in the box, Bowser. Bowser into the box. Antonio with the ball, looking to shoot. Look at the power drive, and he powers it. Ball dropped to, wow, that ball fell to Bobby Reed. I thought Bobby Reed was playing the 6. He's way upfield playing that position. Bobby Reed over the ball to Bowser. Bowser tried to head the ball. So we're playing ball up and catch now. We're saying Jamaica. Nobody really has position. Nothing to describe there, people. Nobody has position. Well, no, the protest, Ricardo, is just to set you up, right? To say you have won the bag, that you owe me one. That's all it is. You protest these things because you want to say you owe me one. They're human beings. And human beings think about these things. People just don't protest or protest second. They're trying to set themselves up for next time something happens. Ball over the top to Lambekiza, headed back to Jamal Wade. Should go back to Lambekiza. Referee, he blocked him, the referee. He blocked the goalkeeper trying to get out. So we have come into the game in the second half, in the second part of the first half of the game. Ball into Palmer. Palmer's an easy pass in, but looking for Reed, but he's not looking for that pass. Goes outside to Greg Lee, and it's a poor pass, poor ball. It was an easy pass, and he turned it over. Greg Lee jumping, head the ball to Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed had the ball over to Nicholson. And the ball is turned over. Mexico has the ball just about the halfway line, looking to pass, goes inside. So Alvarez is probably done for the tournament, people. That's a big loss for Mexico. One of their better players. We are at the 32nd minute. Game is tied at 0. Mexico trying to go over the top over Greg Lee. Pinnock is there trying to defend. Mexico looking to cross, trying to 1-2, just change their mind. They have so much time on the edge of the box, people. Too much time on the edge of the box. We have to stop the passer off the ball. Jamaica defending well, though. We must say that. We defend really well. Offensively, we may be all over the place, but we defend well. Why is that greetings to Kansas City? Are you from? Oh, you're from Kansas City, Esteban? Welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And if you like the video, please hit the like button. Mexico with the ball and just over the halfway line. They're looking to get behind Lambequisa, actually. I see that that pass is on sometimes, but they're looking to get behind him. Mexico just trying to find the gaps, just playing around, not really penetrating, going more back than forward. Now they're trying to come forward. Yeah, they're trying to recycle the ball and look for where there may be any penetration. We're playing, we have half the field, actually. So our line is pretty high, trying to make sure we can cut off the passes. Good win by Bobby Reed. Ball into, that ball was to Gray, but he made a bad play a while ago, actually. Could have done a better job there. Can't turn the ball over there, Gray, because you know you don't like to play defense. Mexico with the ball, trying to penetrate. Bad foul by Palmer. He didn't have to foul him. He was going nowhere. Free kick at Mexico, about 7-8 yards outside the box. Just join us. Game tied at 0 in the 34th minute, or 35th minute, I should say. And Palmer didn't have to foul him there. He's going nowhere. He's just shielding the ball. Yeah, a while ago, Gray's out of it. If Gray's not on the ball a lot, people, he gets a little bit lost in the game. A while ago, that ball he got that he turned over, he should be aware of the man behind him. And that pass was never on. So it's about 10 yards outside the 18. Mexico has a free kick. If I look at their setup, they have 2 men wide, and we're not close enough to them, so they could probably play the ball wide and try to come back inside. Jamaica has a 5-man wall, it looks like. I think I'm trying to go over the top where Pinnock is. They're trying something, because they have 3 men behind the wall. So what they were trying to do is, I'm not sure what they were trying to do, because unless the wall moves, the 3 men behind the wall couldn't affect the play. If they went over the top and blocked the defense from recovering, that's a different story. Trying to go wide, side Greg Lee, good block by Greg Lee. Ball won by Gray, brilliant ball into Palmer. Palmer wide side to Greg Lee. Greg Lee should just go wide to Antonio. Gray has the ball, looking for a pass. You go wide to Antonio, trying to go forward. Antonio will stop it. Trying to reset. He's not trying to go forward. There's nobody in the box, Antonio. So it doesn't make sense you go forward to Nicholson. Nicholson loses the ball. I'm not sure what the hell we're doing. There was no play on to go forward. It's 5 against 2 or 5 against 1. There's no play there. Jamal with the ball to Pinnock to Lati. Lati's going to go wide to Bernard. Bernard looking for a pass. Going to go long with kick and hope to Antonio. He did. Hope worked. Antonio with the ball. Turn. Try to beat his man. He beat his man. He's in the box. Looking to cross the ball across the box. Pushed out by the keeper. Palmer on. Poor kick by Bobby Reed. That shot was on, actually. Ball by Greg Lee out to Gray. Gray with the ball. Stop the ball. On the line. Looking for a pass. Should come in the box. Nicholson is limping. Ball played into Palmer. Awful ball by Gray. Ridiculous ball by Gray. That's one of those lame, don't care ball. Him just play a while ago. Don't care ball. Not a good ball. When we have the ball in the offensive end, we have to do a lot with it because we don't get it a ton. By the way, Antonio's playing well, people. He's giving them a hard time. So Kranky standing to be corrected about Antonio's contribution. Even if he don't score today, I think he's played well. Bobby Reed a while ago should have faked the shot and then take the shot. He should have faked the shot. If he faked that shot, everybody's ducking. Antonio crossed the ball, tripped up the defender. Keeper Should have caught it, didn't. Nicholson was coming in and he hit the keeper in the head, actually. The other defender fell over him, so that may have been called back, actually. Pinnock with the ball. Try to go out wide, turn the ball over. Mexico now attacking. There's 5 against 5. Pinnock win the ball back. Mexico hasn't played well, actually. Not the way we are used to Mexico playing. I don't think they've been great, but I think we are doing a part of it because we're playing well defensively. We're part of the reason why they're not playing well. Mexico with the ball. Jamaica is a little bit lax there. Need to put more pressure on the ball, on the pass of the ball. Lambequisa going to tackle. Kind of a little bit way up the field, Lambequisa. Defensively, we're well organized, by the way, people. Really well organized. 5 at the back. And it's 5 across. You look around the field, we have 5 across. Greg Lee didn't go out. So it's just that defensive goal was a 5-2-3. Probably should have been 5-3-2, but we know Gray doesn't play a lot on defense. No foul call on that play a while ago, actually, which was interesting. Gray with the ball, plays the ball, throw into Jamaica. If you just join us, we are 38 minutes in. Jamaica holding its own. Game tied at 0. Yeah, Greg Lee didn't get a call a while ago. I think the man just outsmarted him and evaded him when he was trying to lean on him. People, if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. Subscribe, hit the like button, and share. Ball to Lambequisa. Looking for a pass. Goes back to Bernard. Bernard is going to go deep with kick and hope. No, he goes to Lambequisa. Lambequisa plays the ball to Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed looking to turn. Foul on Lambequisa. Free kick to Jamaica deep in their own half. I am a little bit pleased about how the game is going. Regardless of referee thief. I don't think he's thief. I don't think he's being unfair. I think he's just who he is. Jamaica defensively look really strong, people. We look really strong defensively. Mexico has had most of the lion's share of the possession, but they haven't really penetrated. Play the ball deep. You're going to get a yellow card, Bernard. You're taking too long to kick the ball deep. The coach is writing feverishly. Ball deep by Jamal Waite over to Antonio. Headed out by Mexico. Lambequisa ahead again. Lati Bodier trying to hold his man up. Good play by Lati. Ball to Pinnock. Pinnock back to Jamal Waite. Jamal Waite going to go deep. And that ball controlled by Nicholson. Really good control. Oh, offside. Really, Nicholson? Looked like it was on his own half. Not sure he could offside there. Mexico with the ball penetrating. Gray running beside his man, and Gray tried a little flick by the Mexican there, which probably wasn't warranted. Oh, almost had Antonio 1-on-2. Can't say 1-on-1. Almost 1-on-2 with Antonio. I think the strategy is that when we win the ball, Antonio and Nicholson are staying out wide so they can try to have their man 1-on-1. Hasn't worked so far. Mexico played the ball down the wing. Pinnock is there with his man. Lati Berdier. Lati's been brilliant, people. Playing that. Lati's the man playing the center. You would think Pinnock would play the center, but Lati's the one playing the center. Now, it's a hybrid construct in terms of what formation we're playing and what system we're playing. It looks like 5 at the back sometimes, but sometimes it's 4. Lati and Pinnock are the pair. Well, it's 3 with Deshaun playing there. So it's a really interesting setup when we're defending, actually. Antonio with the ball got fouled. Just over the halfway line, Jamaica with a free kick. We should just push everybody forward and try to go for the free kick. Try to go in the box with this. I think Lati has been brilliant. I think what we have done is deploy the same defense we played against the US, which worked brilliantly with Lati in the back 3. But he's playing between Pinnock and Bernard. Maybe the coach wanted somebody who was a normal ball handler to be there. Jamal with the ball, looking to pass it to. He's going to go deep. No, go to. That wasn't the best pass. Ball out to Lambequisa. Lambequisa play the ball to Pinnock. We just can't keep the ball. We don't know how to have composure when we have it. We have no composure when we have the ball. We're all over the place now. They're trying to penetrate. We won the ball back. Lati with the ball, looking for a pass. trying to go high up, but the ball is to no one. No one is available because the strategy for Antonio is to, or brilliant shot just over the bar by the Mexican defender. Montez tried a shot, but it's over the bar. It wasn't a bad shot, actually. It had a lot of power in it, a lot of pace. Hey, Ricardo, stop making us nervous. Ricardo said, no, it's a dangerous time. We normally give one before halftime. No, we're not going to give any goal before halftime. The defense has been really, really good. Really good. Organized, balanced. Look at that defense. There's about 7 back. Now, it's hard to play offense. We have some of the defenders, but ball by Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed with the ball, looking for a pass. Plays back to Lati. Lati will probably try to go deep to Gray over the top. Gray with the ball, one-on-one. No, I'm sorry, Greg Lee. Greg Lee looking to cross. Plays it out to Gray. Gray is not aware again. Gray is not aware where he's again. He's not aware where the defender is, and that's why that ball a while ago he didn't do well with it. Gray got to wake up. Sleeping, Gray. If you come for the ball in the box, you got to glance to see where you are. Good ball by Greg Lee, but Gray was not aware of the man behind him. Gray hasn't had the best game, actually. You're not going to get few balls you're going to get in this game. You're playing up front. You have to make use of them when you get them. Ricardo, I refuse to answer that because if I do it, my answer will incriminate me. But appreciate the question. Mexico with the ball in their own half, looking to penetrate. We have been stellar defensively. Nicholson, you're walking, you're not looking where you are. You have no where you are, Nicholson. You're part of the defense. Yes, ball watching. Dexter, trying to make sure he comes out and challenge the person with the ball and force them back, which is good defense, actually. So it's a back 5. And the coach made a change, actually. Dexter Daps is the one playing in the defense, set of defense. Good play by Lati. Lati is really playing well. Palmer trying to go deep to nobody. K and H, we can't win the ball, limited pressure, and just blast the ball upfield to nobody. And then wait if you come back again. Yeah, Gray hasn't played well. Antonio's played well. Shamar's been okay. Bobby Reed has played well. Palmer's been okay. Lati has been very, very good. Gray has been one of Gray's worst game for us, I think, actually. Fouled by Bernard. Not sure why he fouled the man there. Mexico find it very, very difficult to penetrate us. They haven't gotten behind us. They normally get behind us once or twice in the game, but they haven't gotten behind us yet. They're doing a lot of fancy footwork, and we're just watching them and say, when you're ready to play, let me know. I agree, Gunners boss. Defensively, we've been very, very good. But we need to work on the offense. Greg Lee with the ball. Trying to go deep to Antonio. See, that's the thing. We win it, we give it back. We win it, we give it back. At a minimum, play it out to the sideline, to the halfway line so you can get it. You can't just kick it over his head. They're going to get behind us eventually. It's inevitable. We got to give them something to think about. Wow, that was close. Ball in the edge of the box, played out, and just played outside. He's trying to pick his spot. He had time. Wasn't a bad shot at all. Jamal looked like he had it covered. By the way, Jamal's a good keeper. No, but he didn't have it covered. He was diving after the fact. He just looked good diving. That was Alvarez's replacement a while ago, actually. I got to get the Mexican team list. Well, you know what? If Green already, put him on the bench. Put on Cephas or put on Dixon. We don't have no time for waste. We got to try to win the game. We can't. If he's not fit, you need to sit him on the bench. We love Gray, but if he's not fit, can't help you. Ball to Bernard, looking for a pass. Can't find one. Come up at the Dexter. Brilliant play by Dexter. But as we normally do, brilliantly beat his man and just give it away. We don't beat the man Dexter and recycle the ball. That's what you do. You can't go forward. There's no pass forward. Recycle the ball. Ain't nothing wrong with doing that. Nothing wrong with recycling the ball. Start it over. You can't go forward. You keep it. Because all you're doing is going to play defense. Antonio is now out wide on the right. Nicholson is in the middle. And Gray's walking on the left. Mexico with the ball. Looking to. So what we're doing, we're playing pretty high up the field. We're saying you can't get behind us. And what we have done, Rich, people, let me just say this. the coach made a brilliant move, putting Lati in the middle. You know why? Because we know Pinnock is not the fastest person, but he's a very heady ball player. So if you put Lati in the middle with his speed, you can afford to play high up the field because you know he has recovery speed, which is a really smart idea. Normally, I would think Lati would play on the left or the right of Pinnock, but Pinnock is playing on the right. So Lati has the speed because he's saying, you want to beat us? You got to go behind us. Oh, that ball clattered into Dexter. Dexter got really hit really hard in the head. Those locks should cushion the blow, but he's seeing stars at the moment. You can see his eyes a little bit wild actually. I hope he can continue because we need him. He's been playing well. So Gunner's boss, there's two answers to that. Yes, I think he's very good defensively, but I think he's just as bad offensively. Because the defense he has today, we're playing 5 at the back, which has worked really well in the Nations League. And he puts Lati in the middle versus having Pinnock in the middle, which is what you would expect, right? Because when we play that way, Dexter played in the middle and he played it brilliantly, but he's much slower. So with Lati's recovery speed, he then plays us a little bit high up. So we cut the field. We have the field cut off between the middle of their half and the middle of our half. So it cuts off the speed so there's less space to pass the ball. So then they have to go over the top. They can't go over the top because we have the speed. We're beating them with speed, especially with Bernard on Lati. So it's a good strat defensively. I don't think offensively is there. So the game is back on. Mexico has the ball deep in our own half. They want to go behind, but we're reading that, right? We're getting them offside. We're really well organized because the line, we come out, look how we come out, people, all at once. No one is lagging, especially, sometimes you have your left or right back lagging. No one is lagging. Jamaica won the ball. Bobby Reed won the ball, trying to go back. Come, Bobby Reed. You win the ball. Glance behind you, see where you are. If you turn inside, you would have been free. Mexico trying to go over the top. Ball headed up by Deshaun. Headed over by Bobby Reed. Headed over by Nicholson. That's what by Antonio. We just headed over and then they win it. Antonio trying to head it to Bobby Reed. That didn't work. Trying to go outside of Greg Lee. Greg thought about going, but made a smart move after hesitating and keeping defensive position. Mexico with the ball, trying to go out wide. Antonio kicked it out for a corner to Mexico. Trying to block it, but that could have been dangerous. That ball Bobby Reed had a while ago, people. If he just turned inside, because as a midfielder, you have to glance. If he glanced, he turned, the field is wide open behind him. But he didn't glance, so he had no idea where he was. Great in. Who are you talking about? Gunner's boss. Corner to Mexico. Ball over. Good header, but we shouldn't be having any 5'5" Mexicans getting their head on the ball with no pressure. Let's see what happened here. Like he held down Antonio. Antonio has to force back into the man. Now he did, which took the pace off the header, but he shouldn't get a header right there. Sorry, not with us having 3 defenders there. Jamal Waite, by the way, looks pretty confident in goal. I've always liked Jamal Waite. I think he never lets his country down when he keeps. Mexico with the ball, trying to go forward. Lambekiza stops it, looking for a pass. And he's trying to force the ball again. People, the pass is not on. What the hell are we seeing? If I can see that from here, it must be even worse if you're on the field. The pass is not on. Turn the ball back and start over. Jeez. Made this look like it's rocket science. We're forcing the ball. The referee then lecturing Bernard and what's that, Vasquez? I guess they're having a tussle. I think Bernard has played well, actually. Lambekizi has the ball. There was no pass. And Gray's just standing up. People, Gray's standing. You don't give Lambekizi a chance to play him in the game. Watch. You see, the forward is playing the defender. He's not playing the ball. Ball switch beautiful by Mexico. Mexico coming forward. Gray has recovered to take up a space. Mexico looking for a pass. Too much time by the passer. Over the top. Jamal Waite. Jamaica's defense is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We're playing well defensively. Offensively, though, we're challenged. First real original genius. Enough thing, first and original, and same thing, First reel. Jamaica with the ball. Lati looking for a pass. Can't find one. Halftime, people. If you have just joined us, we are at halftime of Jamaica versus Mexico. 52 minutes played in a 45-minute half. Jamaica 0, Mexico 0. Mexico had the lion's share of possession. Jamaica pretty comfortable defensively. Mexico, I think, maybe had one chance. Jamaica had a half chance. Pretty cagey game, actually. So what the coach did, guys, you can call in to talk about the first half. Halves are normally about 15 to 20 minutes, normally 15 minutes. You can call in. You can talk about the first half. We can put it in the chat. We can talk about it. But I think the Reggae Boys have done well. As I said, we play kick and H football, so we shouldn't be surprised. We play the ball up to long to Antonio. We head it over. They come back to us. That's how we play football. But we did try a little bit to keep the ball in the middle between Bobby Reed, Palmer, somewhat. Gray's not in the game. You got to get himself in the game. Boza and Antonio are in the game. So Okunsanya says Lambakiza for a man at the half. I think it's between Lambakiza and I would probably give it to Lati. Actually, I think Lati has been very good. Look at Lati's position throughout the entire half and how he forced the Mexicans to make decisions that they don't want to make because he's saying you can't get behind me. But Lambe has been very good, actually. And he's done a little bit going forward, more so than Lati. He has more chance to do so. But let me hear what your thoughts are, people. We are at halftime. We're tied at 0. Jamaica doesn't look out of place, by the way. Yeah, Ricardo, Gray's not sharp. In fact, if they change Gray for Cephas, I wouldn't be mine because at least I know Cephas may be not the best decision maker, but he's going to try to run by somebody. Yeah, Boza, we have all talked about this, people. So let's take a step back and revisit the half. Well, Gunners Boss, you have 5 minutes, Gunners Boss. You have 5 minutes. You have time too. Because after you have 5 minutes. Go on, say your piece before we cut in your time. Say your piece.
I not even want 1 minute, I just want to tell us we just want to watch the second half without my phone in our eye and the game. Make we enjoy the game in peace, man, and stop the whole heap of eye and the whole heap of critical play, man.
Gunners Boss, back up. Yeah, watch the game. So you can say if you want OR. Where you talking about Gunners Boss? Yeah, watch the game. You can say about OR. Gunners Boss, me stop it there. You can say OR now if you want. Me say OR now because me call it what me see. You talk about maybe stop OR now. I'm an emotional fan. Now you may sit there stoic watching the game. I can't do that. I'm gonna call it like I see it. But I appreciate you being here. So what does he have to say on us about as I criticize the host?
I enjoyed the first half of the game. I love the defense, but we not get nothing up front too much, you know. We love the defense, so we have to play so. What else never said? Can't say nothing.
No, I would agree with that. Actually, yeah. So, what do you think we can change offensively to be more potent?
That's what I was asking you earlier in the comment. Since the defense, I asked that in the comment from earlier on.
I missed that.
I'm not coach, but I'm just work with your coach doing what you were saying. So you know me.
All right. So here's what I would do different to people.
All the necessary adjustment needed so we can get some offense while keeping this defense going.
So I think if you want to change the game offensively, you have to get ball handlers up the top of the field. So you're going to take out Boza, not Antonio. Because Antonio's playing well. Boza is out of position. He's not a 10. He's not a winger. That's not what he does. He's a center forward. You can't play 2 9s. Then what you get more is mobility on the right, mobility in the 10 slot, which is occupying, both defensively and offensively. Someone can go by the defender. So either Dixon or Cephas should come on to replace Boza. Secondly, if Gray's not healthy, his days run. Put Cephas out wide. So you could see Cephas and Dixon coming on because that's the only alternative we have up front. And both of them, to me, would create more problems for the Mexican. Because you know what? Dixon's diminutive. He's quick. He'd force them to play deeper. It would allow Palmer and Barbary to get more time because if they have to play deeper to protect against that, because they don't have to play deep for Boza. Boza can't run by them. If Cephas comes on, they'll have to drop deeper. Both on the right, on the left, if Cephas and Dixon are on there. Gray looked like he's lagging a little bit. So I wouldn't change the defense one bit. I wouldn't change the midfield one bit. But I'd put Boza and or Gray. I would say pull Boza first and then Gray. Or maybe even both, frankly. Because I'm not sure they're both giving us what we need.
We need something for your power up front. We need something to change. I don't know what it is because I don't know if the coach nothing, you know. But that's where I see the weakness. The back line is like they're playing like the steel curtain right now.
They are the steel curtain actually. They were the steel curtain against the US. Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain standing in there, man. But you know what happened though? At the end, that's the part. As me tell you from me there, I stand up, me sit down on the edge of my chair, and I'm like, you know what? I just want this game to end in a positive way. I'm just hoping they can. I don't know nothing about no sure or nothing. I think Jamaica can win 1-0. That means to say if I get a draw and I get 1 point, I take the 1 point. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
as a Jamaican.
Yeah, no, I hear you. So people, here's what I've always said, which is I don't like to watch football and want the ref to blow off the game because the game is tied at 1 or 2 or 3. I want to watch football where I say, you know what, my side is dominating and we're playing good football. Even if we don't win the game sometimes, I can say, you know what, this is sustainable. We're playing well. It looks like we have a good team and we could play well. I don't want to sit here saying, ref, please blow off the halftime and please blow off the game. I'll take the point and go. And you know why we say that? Because we're saying defensively we are stellar. We're saying we don't look like we're going to score. Go ahead, Gunners boss.
But at the end, that was them give them add 6 minutes and it got over 7 minutes.
Yeah, well, that happens sometime, right? They're going to call it for. There were some injuries in the first half. We had the Mexican down. Alvarez got pulled up. We had Boza down, and we had Lembakiza down. So you could see that 7 minutes there.
I thought Lembakiza was out of the game, because I think like them see him walk to the sideline and I drink the Gatorade and then say it. So I think them take him out and put him.
No, him too young and tough. Him just thirsty.
Oh, okay. I thought he was out. I'm like, wow. And the master, the announcer said that the beer is weird. We're very weak in that part, that department.
Yeah, no, I would agree. We can't afford to lose Lembakiza. And the thing is that, you know what? He makes good plays when he gets the ball at his feet to get out of trouble, but then he makes a bad pass after that. Part of the reason why, because we're not giving him an outlet. So when he gets the ball in the wing, Bobby Reed should be sprinting towards him. Boza should be going out wide. He should have Bernard deeper, so he has 3 options. Right now, he has no option because what he's seeing is defenders in front of him, and Antonio and Nicholson have people beside him, so he has no outlet because Bobby Reed is too far from him. We have to get the spacing closer so he can have outlets.
Okay, yeah, people over there hear the phone and beep, but I don't come after them.
I know you said that. I know you said that. I know you.
You call and talk to Kranky, come here and Kranky there and go and talk.
I know you said that, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, man, call the phone. People let me know in the comment section. I'm going to put you on the break. Analyst of the first squad.
But you know what? I just speak somebody I call. Ricketts I call. So yeah, later, go on. Yeah, man. Bless up. Thanks for calling. Mr. Ricketts, how are you doing? I can't hear you. What's happening here? 1 second. I can hear you now. Go ahead. Hello?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes. What do you have to say?
Well, playing KNH, hybrid, as much.
We're doing what?
We're not playing KNH.
We're not playing PNH. No, we're playing PNH. Don't let the interim stuff where we play the ball on the ground fool you. We're playing PNH. Those balls up the field to Boza and to Antonio is PNH. What we're also trying to do though is if there's opportunity to play the ball on the ground, we're doing so. But if we get any pressure, we're going long. We've had some chances to get the ball out to Gray wide. But you notice we're not getting the ball on the right down the line. We're trying to go Gray wide or Lee wide. We have to space the field where we get the ball wide on both sides of the field.
Yeah, so that's why I would bring in a Cephas and a Dixon.
I would agree with that. I am not going to fight that perspective, actually. I don't think Shamar is working well because he's a center forward. It's not going to work well for him. And he's slow too as compared to the Dixon and the Cephas. And then Gray is not in the game. Now, part of it is he has to get a lot of touches, but he's not in the game.
He's not in the game at all. Antonio is playing really well.
Antonio is playing really well, yes. And I've been getting beaten, which I expect, which I don't mind, actually. That means that Antonio probably should get benched.
keep on
I know Claudine's just going to be on my case until the stream is done. And Claudine, I need the beaten. I should get the beaten. Sorry, what are you saying, Ricketts?
Case looking good.
Yes. Casey's playing well. No, the team is playing well. Even the people up front who may not be in the game as much, the team is playing well. But if you're defending a ton and everybody's defending, the offensive players won't look great, right? But I still think we can change the dynamics of the game if we had a Cephas in the game, for example, or a Dix in the game. I don't think the Boza Antonio thing work, which Claudine, by the way, agrees with. So, yeah, I'd agree with you, though. A change is needed. We'll see what the coach does at halftime. But defensively, we shouldn't make any changes.
Good.
All right, sir. Say it again. You're breaking up, Ricketts.
The defensive line is solid.
Yeah, no, the defense is playing really well, actually. The defense is playing really well. I mean, Pinnock is a work. Well, I'm gonna use a word class. A very good center half. Has played brilliantly for the last 2 or 3 seasons. Lati is showing that he's a good center half, actually, especially in the back three. And Bernard is holding his own. So, and then you have Gregley and Lambakisi. So those 5, and they're being supported in the middle by Palm. We shouldn't get the 2 midfielders who are playing well also. We just got to play closer when we get the ball to allow outlets to occur. And we're not doing that.
Yeah, but that's my thing. I will allow somebody to call me.
All right. I appreciate the call, though. Appreciate the call. Thanks a lot. And keep watching.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right, people. So that was Gunner's boss and Ricketts calling in. Appreciate the calls. You just joining. We're at halftime of the game between Jamaica and Mexico. Game is tied at 0. I think Mexico looked like they were out of ideas when they got to or just inside the 18, frankly. They had a header on off target. They had a shot on target, which was a mistake that Bernard made me trying to boot the ball out. But I think we've held our own. Clayton Mirage is saying, Gray Shamar out, Dixon Cephas in. And by the way, Mr. Mirage, not to correct you, but people going to beat you if you not spell Dixon name right. So look it up, people, on the internet. Even though Dixon is the right way to spell word, but not how his name is spelled. Sorry to call you out, but I put your word up, your comment up. But thanks for being here. If you haven't subscribed, Mr. Clayton, subscribe. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. But I think those changes seem obvious to us fans, our supporters. I'd be curious to what the coach does. Because it's really interesting sometimes when you watch games and everybody's saying this change should be made and the coach does something totally different and you're just trying to wonder, is it I'm just not smart? Don't understand football? What the coach seeing I don't see? I don't know. And Mr. Mirage, I truly appreciate you subscribing. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. So I don't know if the coach is going to make the changes that we see, but I thought he's going to change Gray. Here's the thing. The 2 people we're saying should be changed are 2 goal scorers, frankly. Because nobody is not really scoring now. Think about it, people. Gray, prolific goal scorer for us. And Nicholson scorer, so that's an interesting one. Yes, good night. How are you doing? Who am I speaking to?
Yeah, KJ. Yeah, big up yourself, Kranky. First thing first, I mean, congrats to Jamaica so far. We hold a clean sheet for the first half, you know what I mean, which is good. Keep the Mexican them frustrated and desperate and give us more opportunity for the game kind of get more free flowing for we to get some breaks, you see me?
Right.
I do agree with what you did say basically. If we make some changes, we'd probably say Boza and Demar Gray. Because we need some quick people on the wings to really kind of keep on frustrate them and kind of tuck in when we defending. You know what I mean? So that way we can basically, and when we get the breaks, we can really have that pace on the wing to kill them. I really think, like you said, Cephas and Dix would give them some trouble if we get them people on. I mean, I feel like if Nanalo even for coming in the game, it would have created a good disruption in the midfield. I mean, they're not really getting no much penetration, but I'm just saying, even if you make that change, I think Low would in the midfield wouldn't look too bad in a game like this still.
Look, I mean, I rate Low as a footballer, but I don't think this game. I would agree with you if we were down and we need some disruption in the midfield. But the midfield is playing okay. Palmer and Bobby Reed. And I've always said people, I think I'd mentioned it before, but Bobby Reed in the midfield, Bobby Reed can play anywhere apart from goalkeeper, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, man.
Right? And you can see how well he's in the midfield. He covers a lot of ground, and he tries to use the ball when he gets it. And Palmer looked like he liked playing with him there. So that strategy is working. The problem we have is when the ball gets to them and they go to the next level, it's not happening as well.
True. And I mean, I guess because we're the flanks, I think we're relying on the flanks basically, meaning that when we play that like that, the defensive wingers then for push up a little bit further, and it's not really working because, as we can see, the Mexicans might press high, so we try to catch them on the counter, and it kind of gave us a frustration in terms of saying playing the ball from the back. We can't even lapse our play slow, as you know Jamaica like to do a lot, which I'm glad. Keep the ball moving, make the ball work instead of us basically just doing the defensive kind of style playing. Not trying to call his name, but I know what's his name is notorious for doing that. Daniel Johnson, but
right.
I like the fact that Bobby Brown, like you said, kind of tend to be more offensive minded and kind of pushing the ball if he can. Them trying some little overhead passes with Michael Antonio. He's holding up the player good, and I think that's what's more effective than how Boza on the wing and his touches is not really helpful in making some local. I mean, the here and there make mistakes, but them kind of awful. So, but big up still. Hopefully, you can would just get a 1-0. I would just pull it off with that 1-0 victory.
Thanks for the call, and I hope that you're right in your the view that you have about us getting a 1-0 victory. I would take a 1-0 right home and go home. Right, I'm gonna take a 1-0.
Yeah, man, that's how we need. Yeah. That's how we need. Still, know if we get one, we can really clog up the midfield and just like you said, just keep them at bay.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
All right, people. They're back. Jamaica's on the field, actually. Bobby Reed looked like he's the captain today because I see him rallying the troops and having a conversation with them. They just show us the players on the field. The Mexicans are in the tunnel coming out. I'm sure they're thinking about how do we break down this defense. They're smiling and happy. So they may also like how the first half is going. All right, people. We have 142 people in the chat and we have 141 likes. Half on will leave and some leave and come back. So enough on there. Haven't hit the like button yet. Hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, one subscribe to come through tonight, people. One they can subscribe. I mean, the host, I can get about 130 if you get me to 1,000. Come, people, now treat me better, man. Treat me better, man. No one can do better than this. No mice up the thing. No mice up the thing. And Clayton, thanks again for subscribing. I appreciate you. Come, people, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also and share it with your friends and family, actually, so they can watch these programs when they do occur. Players are back on the field, lined up. Let me put these glasses back on so we can see every little nitty-gritty how I go on. Even though people don't be about close to TVs to me, I'm nearsighted, I'm like my far-sighted. I'm still put on glasses. Pinnock with the ball, kick and hope up the field to Nicholson, chest it down to Greg Lee. Greg Lee should go wide to Gray. Gray should take his man on, go down the wing, and he loses the ball. No, he won it back. Goes back to Greg Lee, who crosses the ball. Good cross to Nicholson over, head and miss. Palmer in, shoots. Save, bounced up, out of bounds for corners to Jamaica. Palmer had a good opportunity there. Ball headed up by Nicholson. Came in, shot. Keeper blocked it. It touched off a Mexican player. Antonio was there, but the Mexican was too quick for him. Good start by Jamaica. That's the plan, Gary, for the takeoff. But right now it's stuck. It's stuck in a go up. It go, but it don't go as fast as me want. Good cross into the box. Ball to Greg Lee. Plays it back to Lambakisa, who's gonna go long. He plays brilliant ball out to Greg Lee. Ball out wide. Look in the cross. Try to cross, blocked by the Mexican, out of bounds for a corner to Jamaica. Lambakisa is playing well, people. That pass a while ago, looking like he's going to go K&H, and he played the ball up brilliantly to Greg Lee. The keeper spilled that. And look, Antonio was reacting, but the Mexican was there. That could have been gone anywhere, frankly. Gray with the corner over the top, ball headed in by Bobby Reed. Oh, Bobby. That ball headed you versus you heading it. Good deep corner by Gray. Bobby Reed headed out for a goal kick. And by the way, people, there were no changes at halftime for Jamaica. Same team on the field. Same two Titanic up front. And by the way, Claudine, you may not still be here, but yes, Antonio has played really well. Hey, Kyle. Now it's not coming to the Kyle. He won't play himself into the game. Boza just almost caused a turnover, actually. Good pressure by Boza on the goalkeeper. Mexico goalkeeper doesn't look assured, actually. It's not their traditional 39-year-old keeping today. There's a new goalkeeper. Lati with the ball, plays it to Bernard, being pressured. Plays out wide to Lambekiza, being pressured, looking for a pass. Doesn't have one. Go back, Lambekiza. When you don't have it, go back. When you don't have it, go back. When you don't have it, the going back to your keeper goes back to Bernard. You don't have to go down the wing. Because the pass is not on. Because Nicholas is not quick enough to go out there and give you an option. And we get a throw in. It was touched about by the Mexican. But you don't have to go upfield all the time. You can go back and recycle the ball. Ball thrown in. Antonio tried to play the Boza, but turned over. Pressure by Jamaica, Palmer. We're pressing higher second half. I think that's a strategy, actually. I think we've decided to press higher second half. But then the midfielders are, and what Antonio is doing, people don't realize that he's covering for Palmer when he went forward a while ago. That's why he ran back so far. Ball trying to play over the top to Greg Lee. Greg headed out powerfully to Palmer. Oh. Ball plays out to Gray, looking for a pass. Plays it wide to Bernard, looking for a pass. Turn inside. Ball into Pinnock, trying to remain calm. Go to Wait. Wait goes deep and long to nobody. Lati with the ball to Reed. Reed to Palmer. Palmer looking for a pass. Trying to beat his man. Got fouled twice. Turn ball inside to Greg Lee. Greg looking for a pass. Beat his man. Play the ball to Lati. We're trying to play the ball on the ground now. That's how we should be doing it. Lati don't have to go. Lati went to Lambekiza. Antonio takes off. Plays the ball inside to Bobby Reed. So we're trying to keep the ball. We can keep the ball. That's good. Greg Lee with the ball. Play the ball wide out to Antonio. Antonio won the ball. He's in the box looking for a cross. Go across to brilliant header defended by the Mexicans. That almost fell into Bowser's lap. Goal! Is it offset? Goal, Antonio! Brilliant cross by Lambekiza, who has played brilliantly, people. Let me see what VAR says first before I get excited. Goal, Jamaica! Goal, Jamaica! Brilliant cross by Lambekiza, but people, I don't get excited until I see VAR. Antonio did a brilliant job of forcing the play, cross the ball wide. Ball comes over to Lambekiza, who came all the way upfield. Stop it, turn on his man, put a brilliant cross. No, Antonio, he looks off. I don't know. I got to see that again. Let me see where he is. Was he offside? So the player is on the 6-yard line. No, he's onside. He's onside. That's a goal. It's a goal. Brilliant goal. Brilliant goal. The kid on the 6-yard line, number 5, is keeping onside. Brilliant goal. 1 love yard. Brilliant, brilliant goal. And so I can stop saying Antonio doesn't score anymore. That's for you, Kranky. Berating the man about he ain't scoring, he probably should be considered benching, and he puts the ball in the net. See? It happens. Jamaica 1, Mexico 0. And I see 1 Jamaican, a bunch of Mexican fans. You see how sports is cruel? So she's jumping up, and she's happy and smiling, and the Mexicans are all saying, what the heck just happened? And by the way, people, Mexico hasn't played great. I'm telling you. Come, referee. It's a goal. Why is VAR still doing that? What's VAR doing? Oh, Lord. It's a goal. Oh, no. He's going to the monitor. What's he calling? What's he saying? I have no idea what he's saying. No goal. I have no idea what he's saying. Is it off? Why no goal? Is it offside? No goal, offside. Yeah, I thought the guy on the 6-yard line wasn't there, but I got to see that myself. Wow. Yeah. Lazy out Antonio. He just, yeah. Yeah, he's offside. I thought so initially, But then when I saw the guy in the 6-yard line, I thought the angle I saw it from secondly didn't. But yeah. Bobby Reed is covering ground people. Bobby's reading the play and catching up to his man. Bobby's playing really, really well in the middle of the park. Maybe he's final position. No Gunners, boss. It's not 1-0. It's 0-0. The goal is not counted. It's offside. Antonio was not in the best position. Yeah, he initially we got to go back to the ball when the ball is crossed and where he was. That's an interesting one, actually. I see where when the ball is crossed, exactly where was he? Because he looked in the offside position initially, but then I thought the defender stepped back. We got to see that again. Obviously, Barr checked it and said he was offside, but it's all about when the ball was kicked. Mexico with the ball on the right, looking to go wide. Good tackle by Pinnock. Won the ball, Palmer to Gray. Gray with the ball. Play back to Palmer. Palmer, Pinnock. Pinnock has pressure. Oh, brilliant move by Pinnock to get out of trouble. They're looking for a pass and then turns it over. Pass it back to Palmer. Looking for a pass. Doesn't have one. Antonio turn. Looking for a pass. Trying to go deep to Nicholson. I wonder if he was offside. Head the ball into Lambekiza, who won the ball in the middle of the park. Lambekiza trying a left foot shot. He should have tried to find Gray, and Gray's frustrated. I think Gray's right to be frustrated. That play by Pinnock, dangerous, but that was brilliant getting out of trouble. Yeah, Baja, he was offside. 53 minutes in, we all thought Jamaica scored. That wasn't the case. It's 0-0. Antonio's having a very good game, by the way, people. You must have heard me criticizing him. He's played really, really well. Mexico with the ball, got around Greg Lee. Palmer with a good tackle. We're playing really well defensively. These kids are fighting. Regardless of the outcome of the game, we have to praise the team for the effort they put in. Mexico calling for a handball. Jamaica with the ball, going to Nicholson with the ball. And Nicholson, I have no idea what the heck you're doing. You have the ball, you have no problem, you're running into trouble, which shouldn't have occurred. Lambekiza is just playing stellar football. Really keeping his man quiet. Greg Lee out, number 15, trying to cross. Out by Lati. I'm telling you, this defense is one of the better ones in CONCACAF, actually. It may be the best defense in CONCACAF. It may be the best defense in CONCACAF. That ball hit the hand of Bernard, but his back was turned. That cannot be a penalty. And then Nicholson had the ball. It's 2-on-3, and he just can't dribble. And then he's holding his hand up. He can't dribble. He's not the field, because the field looks okay to me. And it's AstroTurf, so I know it bounces true. It's not like grass with some patches to it. That was poor. If you just joined us, we're in the 55th minute. Mexico leading Jamaica by 0-0. I'm just kidding. The game is 0-0. Antonio with the ball, out wide, looking for a pass. Should go to Gray. We're going to go wide to Nicholson. Brilliant pass. Nicholson should bring it down. Has a chance to shoot. Beat his man. Left foot shot, blocked. Lati had the ball down. Good fight by Lambekiza. Pinnock with the ball. Oh, that was bad a while ago. We had a mix-up in the defense. Mexico with the ball, looking to go forward. Good pressure. Mexico with a shot. Brilliant save by Jamal Wade. That was a really good shot. Came all the way through on the ground. Jamal Wade made a really good save. Ball was from outside the area, between the legs of Bernard. Wade must have saw it late. I'm telling you, Wade does not play bad for Jamaica. He's a really good goalkeeper. Surprised not playing at a higher level, frankly. He's a really good goalkeeper. Every time I see him play, I'm impressed. Decent with his feet and really good in all facets of the goalkeeping. We had some mix-up defensive a while ago that caused all this pressure. Corner to Mexico. Oh, that was close a while ago. Mexican came in hard and missed it. Yeah, 0-0 Gunners, boss. Yeah, Antonio was well offside, by the way. It wasn't even close. He was well offside. He was a body length offside. I mean, in terms of where he was versus where defense was. But he shouldn't be offside there because he should be watching the defender. The defender couldn't see him. He could see the defender, so he shouldn't be offside. And he probably would have still scored if he wasn't offside. A while ago, people, that corner, I just watched it again. That Mexican was wide open. I don't know how he missed the ball. And nobody was pressuring, blocking him. That could have been a dangerous play. Ball over the top to number 15 by Mexico. And Lati's there cleaning up as usual. Looking to cross again. We need a pressure on the ball, Gray. We need pressure on the ball. Can't let the man there just turning. Mexico not doing much, actually, with the ball when they get it. They're trying to penetrate out wide and go to the middle, but nothing is working for them. Not sure what Mexico is doing. Game is tied at 0. We're in the 58 minute just joining us. Jamaica versus Mexico. Our defense, you know what? Our defense should get us to the World Cup, people. I'm telling you. Our defense, if we play this kind of defense, because against a lesser team, we'd be able to play better offensively. But I think we have found a gem with Bobby Reed playing in the 6. Or playing, I don't even call it 6. He's playing with Palmer in the midfield. They could call him 8, call him 6, what you want to call him. But if you think about the Mexican midfield, which is the strength of their team, we have done really, really well. So the 4 in the midfield, and if you want to say 2 central midfielders, have gone well. But Gray is just not interested. I'm telling you, people, watch him. Watch his body language. He's getting frustrated because he's not getting on the ball. But you know what? This game's going to happen. You're going to have to suffer in these games. But you have to be ready to suffer. Antonio's suffering, but he's putting in a shift. Gray needs to put in a shift. Pinnock is such a cool customer, boy, as a defender. Such a cool customer. Bad kick out by Jamal Wade a while ago. Bad kick out. Not sure he had more time. And that's create pressure on Jamaica. Mexico in the box. Over the top. Yeah, bad kick by the goalkeeper. When you're kicking the ball out, your man should be there to even pressure the ball. He kicked the ball to the Mexicans and he created offense for them. Gotta do a better job, Jamal. We're just praising you. Quinone is over the bar. Yeah, he's got to do a better job of kicking that ball out. Tia going to say, Jamaica needs to get the final third passing right. Yeah, we need to. Pinnock with the ball, looking for pass, go back to the keeper. That's dangerous. I don't like that. Pinnock, got to know who the keeper is. Ball headed on. See, Gray is being held by the defender, and the referee's not calling a foul. That should have been a foul. He's holding him. Coach is 60 minutes. Coach, can I make a change now? 2 forward thing now. Or Antonio's been good. Bowser has been so-so. Mexico with the ball, just playing in their own half, trying to find space, just get the feel of the game, trying to space us out, create more space behind. But we're doing a good job of trying to press. Why Antonio has been a brute tonight, boy. I'm telling you. He's running his heart out. Good interception by Greg Lee. Throw into Jamaica. So what we're doing, when we pressure them, they make a pass under pressure. Our defense have a chance who are facing the play to come forward and win those balls. And we're doing that quite a bit. And what Dexter Daps is doing is really pressuring the ball. When the ball is passed, and then he gets in the Mexican face, then they have to make quick decisions, which they haven't done a good job of. Ball cross over to Lembakisa. Not the best cross by Greg Lee. That's a really bad cross, actually. He had too much pressure on him to make that cross. Greg Lee wins the ball back. Dexter Dapp is in a tackle and then got bounced off. The ball is just playing out of place. Nothing settled, people. Mexico trying to put the ball on the ground and play some football. Mexico with the ball looking to take a shot. Good save by Jamal. Wait and make sure he held onto the ball. Don't punch it out. Mexico was running onto the play, but he made sure he held onto the ball. That left footer, that's his second shot. His first one was pretty good. We have to close him down quicker. Good win there. Antonio with the ball, looking for a pass, trying to play the ball to Bowser, got blocked, looking for another pass. Too many players. He's trying to go down the wing. He's trying to go by his man. Should get a cross in outside for a corner. Antonio's having a brilliant game, people. Right now, to me, he's an 8, even though he hasn't scored. Well, he did score. It was called back by VAR. That may not be a corner, actually. It may have hit off Antonio, actually. I think it hit off Antonio. If you just join us, we're in the 62nd minute. Game is tied at 0. Jamaica versus Mexico. Wonder if the coach is going to make any changes. I would take off Gray. He's just walking in the field. Look, he's not in position aware. Look at this. Come, Gray. You got to be a little bit deeper. All right, now stay where you are and cover off the man out wide. Look at the people. You can see the back 5 is clear. Look at the position of the field. See the back 5 and then the 3. They're trying to find the ball in between the line there, and they've done a good job of finding the ball between the line. Trying to go on line, but he's a brilliant stop by Jamal Wade. That was a great, very good play by Mexico. Ball played on the line. He had Lati one-on-one. Took a really good shot, actually. See, the man got off Pinnock. I should have been Pinnock, man. Lati tried to cover, and Jamal Wade did a good job of blocking that. That was a powerful shot. Yeah, mindset. We got to put pressure on them, because when you play this way, mindset, that means they don't feel the danger of you offensively. Antonio skipped the ball. Good save again by Jamal Wade. Good shot. You shouldn't skip that ball, Antonio. You should head it up in the air, because you have no idea who's behind you. That was a good shot, by the way. Going outside. But Jamal Wade looked good, and he kept it in bounds and didn't give a corner away. Jamal Wade is comfortable with his feet. Bernard with the ball, coming up field, looking for a pass. See, Palmer should have been sprinting for that ball. Brilliant crossover that almost got there a while ago. That kick and hope almost worked. Good run by Pinnock, looking for a pass. Wide outside to Amari Gray. Damari Gray holding the ball, looking for a pass. Back to Pinnock. Pinnock could have gone inside. Go outside to Greg Lee, who makes a poor pass, actually, to Lati. Lati Jamal Wade, who's going to go deep. Antonio fighting 2 men. Ball should be won by Dexter. Oh, somebody did tell him that the man is on. A lot of kick and H ball as usual. What do you mean by that, Nassan? Faster? Or Foster, I should say, not faster. Game is tied at 0 in the 65th minute. Jamaica holding its own. Offense need to improve, but defensively we are stellar. Mexico has gotten very few chances, which is not normal with us in Mexico. When we play Mexico, they normally get a lot of chances. They don't put them away. I think tonight we have really restricted them. Well, they're now playing a little bit smarter, actually. Oh, he went over the top. Oh, he's calling for a handball. What happened? Let me see what that ball played through. Number 9, Quinn was winning. He shot. It should be a corner. I don't think it's a handball. It's a corner. Okay, it's a corner. They're playing smarter, people. They're pulling off our defenders. Instead of playing deep on the defender, they're pulling off them to give themselves room and then have somebody run onto them. And we got to pick that up, actually, and move quicker. Ball headed out by Pinnock. Mexico with the ball, trying to go wide again. Pressure the ball, Bobby. Ball headed out. Mexico inside the box, looking for a shot. Blocked by Pinnock. Pinnock playing well defensively. Our defense is committed tonight, people. Very committed. Yes, Akansanya. I would say I stand corrected. He hasn't scored, but he's playing well. You can't blame his effort. Can't blame any of the players' effort, frankly. I still think we can take Bowser off the field because I think his day is run. But have you seen Bowser of late? His day is run. We should make a change. Mexico making another change. Mexico made a change in the first half when they replaced Alvarez actually, who pulled a hamstring. Jamaica hasn't made a change yet. Now, I see Antonio walking across. I don't think he's coming. Jamaica's going to make 2 changes, actually. Let me see what those changes are. So Mexico look like they're making number 17 is off. They're making 2 changes and 22 is on. So Pineda off for Gimenez. And then Rodriguez off for Martinez. Let's see who Jamaica's changing. We're in the 67th minute. Gray's off. So we're going more defensive. Really, people? We're putting on Hector and we're putting on Lowe for Bernard and Gray. I don't get that. What the hell am I watching? I don't know what the hell we're doing. So where's Hector going to play? We have like 6 defenders on the field now. Unless you're putting Hector in the midfield or putting Lati in the midfield. So Hector is going to go in the midfield. Lati's going to go. I don't know what the hell we're doing. And we almost gave up a goal because there's probably confusion. I have no idea what the coach just did. I am totally confused. Totally confused. We don't have no fault on the field now. We are play 11 defender, my youth. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what he's doing. Mexico scored. Full coach. Idiot change. Change that make no sense to nobody. The players, the change confused the team. May I tell you this, people? The change confused the team. The change makes no sense. The change is one of the worst changes in the history of football. The change totally confused the team. They don't know what they're doing. Nobody knows where they're playing now because they have 6 defenders on the field. So that boy was on the sideline writing down how to make a bad change. Look at it. We have like 7 defenders out there. I have no idea what the change was about. People don't know where them there. I guess Lowe was supposed to be in the midfield. Unbelievable. It's a great goal. And that player has been shooting from that spot for the entire game. This is his 3rd shot. Well, that's not him. Yeah, it's not him. It was Quinones, actually, but it's a brilliant shot. But we're confused. Full change. Why think Bernard been on him play brilliantly? Those changes were, you know what? I will say, me leave it alone. Me not confused. I understand that. I swear, I don't understand that. Mad change. We don't need Lowe in a game. We're playing well defensively. What we need Lowe to come do? Offense, we are look. What we need Lowe to come do? This is not knocking Lowe, but it's a bad change. It's an awful change. You can't make up that change. You cannot make up that change. You put on Hector and Lowe in a game where you need offense. Yes, Gray should come off. But you have Cephas and Dixon on the bench. And you put on some of the defenders. People are confused as to where the hell they are. You're putting on Hector to play beside Pinot. They're both slow players. They're not quick. Bernard is doing a good job. Why are you taking Bernard off? Like, what kind of madness is this, Star? She forgot my yard. Oh, my damn yard. I can't leave. Kill the vibes, Star. Kill the vibes. 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 We didn't need Lowe in the game. We're not being run over defensively. The midfield is playing well. It's one of the worst change in football I've ever seen. Seriously. I don't know what to say, people. Man, kill the vibes. Let's hope we come back. Kill the vibes. It's not like we're playing well offensively, so I don't get it. Jesus. Man put on 2 defender. Rotted. 2 defender the man put on. And I want defender him take off. When you need to stretch him extra defense and give him some trouble. I know YouTubers don't know football, but full change that. Let me tell you that. Full change. And a coach change that. And coach now make them change that. Full change. Man, dismiss Dexter. Hey, Dexter, big time football, and man beat him. I think same gone. Dexter just said, "Give me this," and try to find a field to jump with Lowe with 2 people. That ain't working, people. Coach, you know him, mother. No mindset. It's the change. It's a change mindset. You're playing well defensively. You don't need to change your defense. There's nothing in the midfield or defense need to change. Gray need to come off for Cephas or Dixon. That's the change. Nichols is to come off. That's the change. Any blind man can see that. I'm sorry. A full change. We've been calling full change mindset. Idiot change. Asinine change. Any way you want to describe it. Full change. Mad change. No way, matter. But my strategist. No way, matter. Just kill the vibe, star. Why Bernard to come off? What Bernard do to come off, I feel? What Bernard do to come off, I feel? And like Bernard run our games and boss. You might play well. How you going to change your defense when they're playing well? I'm like somebody tired and ask come off. Me not take no phone calls, star. Gunners boss, me not take no phone. Me not take no phone call, Gunners boss. Gunners boss, call me back after the game, man. Gunners boss, you know, hear me not come back after the game. Not take no phone call during the game. Yeah, you know what? Gunners boss. Gunners boss, come back after the game and not disrespect my youth, but call back after the game and not take no call during the game, man. In fact, nothing feel for talk to nobody now. Seriously. No feel for talk to nobody. The man want 11 defender on the field, star. He want 11 defender on the field. Like football play one way. You play for draw, we try to win the zone. We don't play for non-draw. We play for win. If we get the draw, we take it. Oh, that's draw. Jesus. Man, I coach like a Southgate. What am I doing? Yeah, Mexico. I love. The change is one of the most ridiculous change in the history of football. Your defender is playing really well. He's not tired. He's doing his job really well. And you take him out of the game. And you put another defender and put him because you want to put low up on the field. I thought you want to. That must be it. You think he has to play? Does he have to play? He's a good player, but doesn't have to play. And Hector don't have to come on the field because Hector is too slow to play with Pinnock. Mad people. Right now we look. Since this change made, we look 10 times worse people. Discombobulated. Have no. You know what we're doing. The coach just killed a good effort. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. It has to be one of the most asinine changes in the history of football. Like, what's the rationale for the change? I need to know the rationale for the change. I don't get it. What's the rationale for the change that you just made? Great to come out, yes. But how can you put another, you put in low to do what? To what? Have 3 midfielders and then 2 Titanic up front, so nothing on the wing? Since we made the change, we're all over the place, people. And yes, we get more tired. But we were, right before the change, we were okay. There was no reason to change the center half. Gray, yes, should come off. But put Cephas on for run. Make them start to get nervous and start put 2 for Max Cephas and reduce them offensive prowess. Madness. Jamaica with the ball, trying to kick. Coach no him do. So I'm saying. The kick and hope coach no him do. Don't know him do. Don't know him do. See Mexican have a breakaway. 4 against 3. Low comebacks to stop it. They have 2 over the right side against Hector. They almost had our own goal. This has to be a game. You know what happened? It's like how we beat Canada and he made that brilliant change with Low. Put him at midfield. That's one of these changes, except the opposite direction. People may have to take a little break. I'm sorry. I'm just sit down and relax myself. May I apologize. May it hurt me. Look, Hector played brilliantly in the Nations League. But you can't play Hector and Pinnock together. It don't work. Yes, they're good positionally. Yes, they're good on the ball. But you need the speed in the middle. You need Bernard to cover up on the right side. Hector can't play up on the right star. Hector can play in the middle of the park, you know. If you spray the pass him, you know. Him can't go up on the right and try to cover up the speed to cover up for Dexter. Because they overload Dexter side all the time. We can know is out there run hard. What kind of idiot game you are the coach? Me don't know which game you watch, coach. I mean, me doubt you before. Me not doubt you no more. Me not doubt you no more, coach. You don't know what you do. So I'm say you don't know what you do. You don't know what you do. I mean, I know what your assistant give advice because they don't know what they do either. One of the worst changes ever in football. Jesus Lord. Come on, Pinnock. Gotta make better decisions. Great head by Lati. So I Lati hit the ball, people. I'm headed down to lower. Low with the ball, looking for a pass. Can't find one. There's nobody to give the ball to. Good pass out to Greg Lee, looking for a pass. We got to get closer to our teammates, people. They're not getting no chance to ball. That's what we're doing to people. So we can't keep the ball now. The spacing between the players are too far. So you have no option when you get the ball. Ball to Lati, looking for a pass. He's going to go back to Pinnock. Mexico not going deep. Why do when teams score in football, them always try to hurt themselves by changing how they play? Look at Mexico do playing passive. Pinnock with the ball. They're giving us space. Pinnock over the top to Greg Lee. Poor pass by Pinnock. Out of bounds for a coach throwing. We get the game away. We give it a game. You know what? Me want to ask the coach a question, and I me won't get a chance. They may have remember people offline to ask questions. Won't get a chance. I know you don't put on Cephas and Dixon. Full coach. Full coach. I know you put them on. So when you're done, you put them on. I mean, I tell you a story. I'm gonna say YouTube and I know about football. I know I tell. Both have come off field long time. Both angry come off field long time. That's what we've been calling for. The man change something I need changing. The midfield don't need help. The midfield do all right. The defense don't need help. And that's how the man do. Put more people in midfield to crack out the midfield. When the midfield never open up. The midfield never open up. Like them penetrate the midfield. Right? They were playing off us to give themselves room to receive the ball. However, they will get closer to them. God help me. Antonio is off. And who else is off? Cephas is on. Boy. Hey, Rasnas, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. Antonio is off, and Bobby Reed is off. Bobby Reed must be tired. So Boza will now play the 9. Even though me like Boza do not stay on the field, do not stay on the field. I know. Antonio must have run himself in the ground. Also, Bobby Reed. That's why them come off. Them tired. Well, Cephas, come save the day, Cephas. Me trust you save the day for Cephas. Me know if you get a ball, you run past people. Let's hope you not run past yourself. Mexico, we're in the 88th minute. A game Jamaica was pretty relaxed in until the coach decided to change our fortunes. I hate to say it, but it's true. Dixon, me read to Dixon, so do I think. Cephas and Dixon come save the day. Come in the booting up the other day, and Claudine beat me. So let me see what we can do. Hoping we can get on the ball, because right now Mexico just try to keep possession till the game done. Come Dixon and Cephas. Now we're done jogging, press, fit, come on, you only have 10 minutes to run. You can't bust in 10 minutes. Come Greg Lee, go press the man now. Watch it. Number 2 is open. What are we doing? We get tired, people. We get tired. By the way, the defense has been brilliant tonight. Even at that goal, I wouldn't call it a defensive goal. It's a very good goal. But the change wasn't warranted. Because nobody closed the player down. It was happening a little bit, but nobody closed the player down. Come Jamal, boot it way up. We played too well to lose this game. At least defense anyway. I think the coach is playing politics with his changes. I'm sorry. He's playing politics. Sometime in the game, you can't play politics. The player is your captain, but he can't go on the field. You can't play politics. He doesn't have to play. You're playing too well to take anybody off. This is not a political thing. This should never happen. Not saying Lowe is not a good player, people, but the change was needed. He doesn't have to play. If you decide not to start him, he doesn't have to play. And the change was not needed. Come Dexter. Roll the ball up. Come Cephas. Cephas beat one. Looking for a pass. Cephas going to the defense. Trying to pass a pass to Nicholson, who got fouled. Now, do we have anybody who can kick the ball from outside the box? I don't know. Maybe Nicholson. We need to get a goal, people. We're in the 83rd minute. In fact, it's 83:01. Time is running out, and we gave up a good goal, but it shouldn't have happened. That was a bad tackle, actually. That tackle on Nicholson wasn't a good tackle. Who's going to take this? Number 11. Is that Nicholson? Yeah, not surprised. You know what I would do here, actually? I would see how they set up first before I take that kick. He has to shoot. There's no space. Mexican marking is pretty good, actually. They're closing all the space. Normally, they can get a little space on the right or left. I'd float it to far post, actually, to Greg Lee. He's going for goal. Jesus, God. That shot was how we played tonight. That shot was how we played tonight. He's been poor. Ricardo, you will be man. No good enough. You know no matter about. Ricardo, you will be man. You might give you false information. It was a. You know what? Way couldn't save. That was a good goal, but it was a mix up in the defense. People don't know where they're supposed to be. You could see Bernard's face, frankly, when he was asked to come off. You could see his face. Probably wondering, what the hell? What do I do to come off? Jamal Wade can use both feet, actually. I'm impressed by Jamal Wade. Ball into Lowe. Lowe looking for a pass. Brilliant ball attack to Cephas. Cephas go in the box. Cephas in the box. Cut the ball back. Looking to... He doesn't know what to do now. Nicholson, run in the box and give the man a chance to get the ball in the star. You have 4 defenders. You have to go near post so the man can get a chance to carry the ball. You know, in a no man's land. Oh, that was Dixon, sorry. Not as I said before, Dixon creates space behind. All you have to do is find a way to get... You have 5 defenders. We agree. But run the box so you can have an option. You don't give him no option when you stop. None. Jesus. Come on, Ricardo. He can shoot. I think Dixon can... Dixon right there had no... He probably should have gone for goal himself the first time. I think he tried to cut it back to look for somebody, but see, he had nothing. He could have gone to see... You know what? Actually, he could have gone to Cephas at the top of the box who was asking for it. Yeah. But Dixon's fearless when he plays. What kind of corner is that? What the hell was that? Cephas, what was that, Cephas? Cephas, Cephas, I confirm people view of your head on you play football. I don't know. Your corner was awful. You get the ball back. Are you trying to score? I have no idea what you're trying to do. People have been frustrated. People have been frustrated bad. I tell them, frustrated bad people. Bad. Me comfortable. Me feel good about the team and the coach change the game. We need full change. Ball plays out to Cephas, to Dixon. Dixon stopped the ball. 4 men on him, trying to shoot over the bar. And people, look at Dixon. He's saying, come on. He's trying to motivate his team. He had no choice there. There was nowhere to go. Look at my Mexican around him. No Jamaican player. You look at that player a while ago, people. Not one support. They have 5 Mexicans, 6 Mexicans, not one support. And Dixon saying, come on. They're a little young kid. Has a lot of energy and a lot of ability, actually. By the way, people, so when you come on the field, how much ball you get already? Because he make you give him the ball. Me keep telling you, He make you give him the ball. Whether you want to give him or not, he might put him in a position to get the ball. You know, stand up like Shamar, like say my lamppost. Shamar's a good player, but his mobility is limited. Dixie come on, and look where my do a while ago. Grape on the field all day, and Green move to get no ball. Dixon already touched the ball 3 or 4 times and just coming in the game. Or people that are walking on the field, people, they're not giving them their teammates option to get the ball. Look over, if we play the ball long for each ball, you watch the game a while ago. So we space out, people not moving hard to get the ball. Ball going deep over the top to try to find Cephas. Cephas should receive this. Should be able to go by his man. There's 2 people coming to him. Cephas play the ball to Greg Lee, looking for a pass. Go down the wing. Greg Lee, go down the wing, trying to cross. Trying to go far post, but a ball out of bounds. Good attempt. Dixie bring ability and energy. Not just energy, brings ability. People, we're going to have a post show after this. 15 minutes after the show, I'll have a post-game wrap-up. So I'm going to take a 15-minute break. I'll send another link out after this, and you can join me if you so choose. Saturday nights, you're not going away. Okay, if you're not reaching a party, well, you got a party late, but you can carry your phone with you at a party and you can call in and talk. Ball play to Cephas, out of bounds by Mexico. Mexico just want to keep the ball out and close the game down. Boy, I mean, I tell you, it's hard to lose a game when you're playing so well now, especially defensively. But you have to have the right coach. That's all I got to say. Nothing know him I do. Pinnock with a long throw, trying to find the box. You know there's going to be a foul, Damien. You know there's going to be a foul. You know there's going to be a foul. You weren't needed tonight, Damien. I'll be honest. You weren't needed tonight. You're a good player. We like the game, but the change, you should not come into this game. The game was going okay. Our midfield was doing okay. We didn't need no change. You know, you should be able to change your coach, Then if you have another coach on the side, you can just change your coach. That's something your coach needs to get changed. It's like when you make the changes, just change him. Get somebody else who can make good decisions. You can't change everybody on the bench, but you can't change the coach. You change, you get coach, you get changed on the bench, man. Come on, know him a while ago. The Jamaican fans who were jumping up when we scored are just now observing. By the way, Palmer's had a good game. Not only offensively, but defensively. Palmer's had a good game. Ball to Palmer. Oh. Jamaica. 3 minutes, people. 3 minutes extra time. We're running out of time. We should at least get a draw out of this game, but it's not. It may not to be. Ball to Dixon, who's always open. Dixon, brilliant control, looking for a pass. Inside to Greg Lee. Greg Lee should have gone out to Lati, but he didn't. He hesitated. Dixon with the ball again, looking for a pass. Plays the ball inside to Pinnock, who should just go wide to Dexter. Dexter should just bust it. Dexter did bust it. Good shot by Dexter. Out for a corner. Good shot, Dexter. I saw you score that one in the stadium in Texas. I know you have it in you. Really good shot, actually. Ball was spinning away from the goalkeeper, too. He got lucky. He could have caught him off guard. Very good shot by Dexter. It was going in their post. Keeper made a brilliant save, by the way. A little more pace and it would have been a goal. Ball played to Cephas, good cross. Ball come out to Hector. Hector, good play. Plays the ball inside to Nicholson. Nixon, ball play over the top, trying to get behind the defense. Has the ball, plays it back to Hector. Go to far post, good cross. Jamaica fighting still. Referee going to call. What he's going to call? Throwing to Jamaica. 2 players are down. I think it's Low and the only Quinones. Let me just call his name, see what his persuasion is. Quinones on lower boat down. Really good save by the keeper, though. That ball was going in the far corner. You know what, people? I Dexter have to take the free kick them. I think about who take free kick. Now, something can kick the free kick over the wall, but Dexter has a good right foot on him. That goal he scored against Panama was ridiculous. And this one wasn't far off. Throw in by Pinnock, looking at the ball. Ball is being headed over. Somebody's down again. Pinnock with the ball. Plays the ball to Dexter. Dexter back to Pinnock. What, Pinnock? Oh, come on, Pinnock. Play the ball off, Pinnock. You can't turn there, Pinnock. Come on. We have 1 minute left. You can't turn there. Play the ball back to the man. Put the ball in the box. Jeez. Bobby Reed must have been tired when he got taken out of the game. So people, join me subsequent to this for our post-game show. Mexico has the ball. They can't get out of their own half though, which is interesting. It's amazing when you're trying to win, how you can keep people in their half because you're playing more pressure defense. We have 5 seconds left, 4 seconds. Greg Lee, throw the balls in, man. Can kick the ball to the field now. Push the ball up, Hector. Kick the ball up. Kick the ball up. Up the field. Nicholson jumping, trying to head it over. Next game is done. No, he called a foul against Jamaica. It's hard to be this bad as a coach, especially when you set up your team that really well. It's hard to be this bad. Hard to be this bad. Me can't wait for you to ask him why he make the change he make. Me can't. Hey, Simon, if you hear this, you not hear me. I'll text you. Me can't text you because I want to thing. Me want to know why the coach made the change. It don't make no sense to me, people. People, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. I thank you for being here. The game is over. And Grimmer cost us the game. Yeah, me say so. Grimmer cost us the game. Full change, bad outcome. No, Mexico never do nothing bad for beat we. He had a couple good shots. Jamal was comfortable. He made one very good save, no brilliant save. So people, we're gonna close the stream down. I'm back in 15 to 20 minutes. Look out for the thumbnail. We're looking for the thumbnail, and we're gonna talk about this game post-game. All right? Thank you. Appreciate you. And Gunners Boss, I apologize, but it wasn't a good time to take the call, Gunners Boss, in the middle of the game. All right? So people, the phone will be open when I come back. If you don't come back, have a wonderful evening. If you are here, I'm glad you're here, but I will send out the link in the next 5 or 10 minutes and be back in about 20. Peace out, people. Thanks for being here. No music for the end, by the way. Play the music after this stream. Peace out.